happy hoarder here, and I can't say I've been happy all day. Yeah, I'm having some really bad problems with my computer. I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna have to take some time off and just not. I can't do crafts and be really creative and then deal with that. It just sucks the life right out of me. So I'm gonna have to take some time off and figure out what to do with this thing that I count on so much. And I'm just gonna not try to start this on a negative note, but let me just say, past couple of issues I've had, I'm like, is this for me? Is YouTube really for me? Because this is killing me. And my husband said, well, just do live streams. And I said, well, maybe I can manage that. Maybe, we'll see. I'm trying. I'm really trying. I want you to know I'm really trying. So anyway, I know it's going to take a few minutes for people to get on. So I want to start with this in case anyone is coming back to watch this later. At least the beginning, right? Sorry, my voice is like weird today. I think I need some water. Yeah, that kind of stress, it like does, it kills my creative thing. And one of the philosophies I have when it comes to working with my dolls, especially my Santas, I have to be in a really good mood because I want that good mood. I want that presence that I have to be in my dolls. I just think it kind of flows over. So right now I'm going to not start on Santas until I have just like come down from this like, even though I haven't fixed anything. It's not fixed. I just got to deal with it, right? Right. So, you know how that is. So if you're hearing a lot of noises in the background, I do have my door open because I need some fresh air. My studio is a little bit stuffy from being closed up and heated for so many days. Thank goodness we have a nice day in Louisiana. So, I was hoping my son was going to come home this afternoon, kind of help me out with this because I have a lot of running around. I still didn't get all my stuff together and I don't want to leave. Hey Billy, thank you so much. Hey Deb, hey, so good to see y'all. Oh Billy, it's a day. It's computer hell that I'm in, still happening. So I was explaining that it's hard to start out in a really good mood. Like, I want to work with my Santas when I'm in a good mood, and I'm not in a good mood right now. I'm just in a mood and a mood. But I'm trying to work through it. I really am. I promise. So, I am going to start by talking about some things that I have. I think that'll help me a little bit. So, any advice you have on, keeping my sanity. So, I bought this Santa on eBay. He was broken, and I paid, like, nothing for him. I mean, I think the shipping out, was the most expensive part, obviously, because he's kind of heavy. He's on a glass base, and I just love him. And he really needs some TLC, seriously. And it's kind of sad because it says he was made, he's got his little tag on the bottom. And, this is not a bad idea. This is kind of a cute little stand, actually. Handmade by KB Designs in 1999. So I don't want to do a lot to him, but he does need a little zhuzhing up. His little face is his hat. I mean, this is I got him. He's falling apart, and I can relate to how he feels. So his beard's really messed up. It is a real beard, though. It is a real like lamb hair beard, but it's been pieced together. You can see it's like coming apart. And I think I'm gonna. I don't have this kind. This is really silky. In fact, this is the kind that Degan uses. I may want to hang on to it in case I have to patch somebody. I think I'm just going to give him a whole new beard. That's one piece. But his head was off when I got him. Lots of things, all this. So I just kind of had to piece him together just to display him. And I said, when I go to just do anything with him, I definitely wanted to do something that would be, permanent. So I never really fixed him up. He's on my list today. So after I pull his beard and everything off, I'm going to spray him with some Mr. Super Clear. And all I want to do is put a little color in his cheeks, kind of patch up. He's got some, like a paint rub or something stuck to his face. What is this? I think that's, I don't know. I don't know. He's got a lot of glue on his face too. So I'll pull all that glue off and I'll just touch up his face. So that's a good thing. And I'm still repairing Santa. So I did him. I put some stucco stuff on him. I say stucco. What is this called? I have it right here. So I put some Drydex. Why am I using Drydex? Spackling on that hole. But what happened was it shrunk. I did it too close to the, and it shrunk in. So it made an indentation. and I did to fill it in, but this time I just went overboard, and I can always carve it out and wipe it out, so I'm not going to go through that again. That way I can work. He's dry, so I can work on him today and hopefully not project any of my negativity. I don't want to do that. One thing I think it would be great to add some negativity to is my bird. So this is going to be either the raven or the crow from Sleeping Beauty. This is Maleficent's, and I made this. Hey, Edwin, what is it? Calling Dr. Jerry. Oh, yes, it is open today. That and then some. Jerry's about to end up in a hospital called Adobe is killing me, making me sick. It's making me sick. Yeah, so I made this guy out of one of those just birds that you buy, little foam birds, the mushroom birds I call them. You know what I mean. And I took his tail down. His tail was really wide. Here's like the little extra pieces for his tail. So he was a dove. I turned him into a raven. And then I built up his beak. Now he's got this like rubber stuff on him, which is really weird. I thought, I want to do something with this stuff. And I'm going to experiment on this project to see how it works. But it's just not black enough, so he's going to get a paint job. And then I have a plan for his wings. I have some feathers, and they're very iridescent, and I'm going to try to do something that makes it look like his wings are even bigger with some feathers. We'll see, and maybe a little some on his tail. So he's a good project to work on today, but I have to look up his picture because I forget what he looks like. But this is what I used, this crazy gallery glass stuff that came in a Rolling Hills Ministries thrift store goodie bag of craft supplies. But this is all that came. And I had already donated all my stuff like this to someone. I was to take to like a community center that they were working on these things. And I didn't even know myself was any good. But I had like all the strips and all the really cool stuff that went with it. But I had this, I got this, and it's very rubbery. And I thought, there's got to be something cool I can do with this stuff. So, where'd you go? Oh, here she is behind me. So we're going to work on Maleficent. So what I did with Maleficent is she's been a little bit of a nightmare. Yeah, she and I, we're not getting along. I made her dress out of satin, and it was so cool. And when I put it, I don't like to sew on satin at all. And when I did put it together, I put it on her, it shredded. It just frays so easily, and it had such a small, like 1/4 inch seam to deal with. It just shredded. So anyway, that's her. I know you should kind of do it at an angle. So you have to kind of do it on the bias, that way your strings do this and they don't fray as bad. But there was just one section, it was a side of a dress I had done on the straight. Don't ever do that. Don't sew with satin. It's horrible. And yes, I tried other techniques. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah. Anyway, so she's getting painted because, like I said, this wasn't black enough, and it's just too gray because it's supposed to look like lead, so it's not gray. I'm going to work on her. And she's got her dress on under here, and she needs her shoes. And yeah, Diablo. Thank you so much. I can't think of his name. Thank you. But yeah, I got to pull up a picture of him because I want to get that at least to look good, look like him. Thank you. Yes, that wasn't this girl right here. We've been through a lot. All right, so here's my thing. Now she's supposed to have this thing come all the way under her neck, and I didn't. When I was putting her headpiece on, I have her collar on. So I made it really hard on myself, by the way. I decided against the the thing that goes on the side of her face. In one hand, it would make her face look narrower, which would work. But I'm kind of digging my chin, and I don't know. I love that shape. I'm a little bit torn here, and if I could do that, I mean, what do y'all think? You think she needs the whole thing going all under her neck and everything? She's not true. Hey, Robin, I thought you at work. I'm sorry, I didn't catch you. I don't want to talk about it, but I did leave a comment on your thing, Robin. So yeah, are you at work? If you're home, you need to join me today. Kind of keep me calm. It's been a day, I'm telling you. I started out with a couple of projects I wanted to do in the house and then bring them out. And then I kept seeing another little thing to do and another little thing. But I said, before I come out to my studio, I want to do this, and this, And then those two other thises were just lost to the squirrels because I was running around doing this and that and the other. And then when I went, oh my goodness, I need to post my thumbnail and all that. No Adobe, not working. at all. So that's what I use, my Adobe Photoshop to make the thumbnails. I know y'all got all these great things y'all are using, which I'm probably gonna have to start doing because this is not working anymore. So one thing I did, it's kind of funny, and this is where the squirrels come in. I was at Larry, one of the Larrys last night was saying, who's Larry? Which Larry is it who does the bearded Santas? Billy, which Larry is that? Lawrence, or is it Larry, the other Larry? I forgot which one told me. But it was talking about, you need more bells on my Santa. And this is one I started, and I did find the name. It is Jana Southwick is the artist who made that really creepy Santa. Who I've made creepier. So I was working on it last night on Robin's show. Robin had her live stream, and I was on her live stream, and I was playing around with this, and he says, needs more bells. So I made the bells. I mean, I glued the bells on today, but because I found another bag of bells that I had from Rolling Hills Ministry thrift store, goodie bags, because Lord meant for me to have it. I found it at Rolling Hills. Here's the deal. The original bells that I used were older and heavier gauged. Isn't that the thing? So I put all those in the front. And this poor guy, he's been through it. He's kind of changed a lot since y'all seen him last week. But so I put the bells in the front. So he jingles. Every time I touch him, angels getting wings all over the place. Unless jingle bells don't really count. Yeah, this face is like some crazy. Look at that face. Look how crazy. So I sculpted his face and I pulled it all off because let me tell you, and I'm making a video about this. This guy, his eyes, if these eyes aren't perfect, and I think also because they're so tiny, that if they're not perfect, he looks like Marty Feldman. Y'all remember Marty Feldman? We're all kind of the same age here. We know Marty Feldman. But yeah, it was crazy. And I spent, and I mean, putting that in my video, I popped his eyes off 4 or 5 times trying to fix them. So anyway, I tore all of his sculpt off because it wasn't working. So I hope to get to him in a minute when I feel a little bit better. But yeah, so the bell story. Let me tell you the bell story. So these, I got my other ones out. They didn't match. They actually didn't match. And it's because these, which are nice, heavier gauge, because they're old. These are some old bells. They were dented in here. And the new ones I got were not dented. I know, it's so OCD. Y'all, don't even get me started. So instead of it closed, like this one kind of dented in like this. The new ones were more like this. And so I had to take a pen, like, a ballpoint pen, and press in. And it's not that thin of a gauge. It took a little effort. I'm just a little girl, Yeah, so I had to make all my bells to finish the hat and the 3 in the back. And I think I can tell the difference on the back of this. Because I know which ones are not the real deal. But, I mean, the real ones are really a nice heavy gauge, and they're really pretty. So I had to do that. Yes, I bet you do love those pants cuts because that was her idea. I was like, do I need to do this? I mean, is that too much to put more? She goes, no, you need to. Another thing I did with him is kind of interesting. I've actually pulled him off his stand. Hang on. We're going to get him off. Oh, and I got rid of that wire that's sticking out of his head. Creepy. I'm going to make him taller. I decided I just want him to be just a little bit taller. I think he's just going to look really cool being a taller Santa. Because his head's so thin, he's just so human proportion versus kind of doll proportioned, but it wasn't working. I pulled stuffing out of this guy. I pulled all the stuffing out of his arms so that he could bend, and then that way he can bend and hold stuff, so I'm feeling better already. Thinking about my Santas. So he's got a lot of little things going on. And I'm going to put him off this really bad stand because this stand is junk. See, it's just a little junky. I have wood stands. I have so many nice stands. I'm not even going to waste his time looking like that. So you're going to the side, if I remember you. Well, while looking for Santas, I don't like the sound of that. So while looking for Santas and stuff, I came across this one. This one I did a couple of years ago. And why are you making so much noise? He's another one that has a plastic body, and it's really kind of bothering me. And this is why he ended up in the pile, guys. Not loving the plastic body. Okay, so I'm thinking about popping his head off and putting something in his body, like even stuffing. Well, in the course of pulling out all the stuffing for that Santa, I can go put it in another Santa, and I may stick it down in him because he just feels really thin and hollow and makes a horrible sound. Did we ever figure out which Larry it was, by the way, that said that? I think Robin may remember. Robin, do you remember us talking about the bearded About my Santa needing more bells on your show. Anyway, watch that show. I do need to include a link. If I forget to put a link in, Robin, please remind me. Because it was fun. We always have fun. Anyway, I put sticks in his legs. This guy, first of all, let me start with the beginning. This guy was so out of proportion. It was bugging me. He was this tall. Wait, he was about this tall. About that tall. He had really short, weird legs. Just short. And I said, I can't do that. I can't. So what I did, I actually had to cut the hole out of the base of his body. And then, these are not his boots, by the way. He had a very small pair of boots. And they were not even proportioned to his body either. I was like, what's going on here, people? It's like you just threw whatever you could find together. So I'm putting these boots on him that I stole off another doll. That's what I do. And I gave him this extra length right here. Now these are adjustable so I can get it straight. But I need to put stuffing in his body and just to make him a little bit better quality because I did work really hard on that face. So he's pretty cute. Now the things he's holding, the skis, not my favorite, but if you saw that one I just had all the tears and all, these are like, how are these attached to you, buddy? Are they glued? Hey, wait a minute. These might come out. Let's do something. Oh no, they're glued. So they're glued to his velvet and they're really going to mess up his velvet. So that's why he's still carrying his skis around. Yeah, and this is his original beard and everything that came with him. He looks so much better. I'm not a big fan of the fake fur. I did think about, and it's like one of the problems with it. See, I know, I'm picking this thing to death. But see, when they sewed him together, what they did right here, they didn't pull the fur out, which is a thing I can fix, but I'm kind of not digging that fur. Oh, and his gloves I stole off another Santa as well. So I had this one Santa whose head is on that one, the one I was, oh wait, no, this is his head. So here's the head, here are the mittens. I put his hat and scarf in with my 18-inch dolls. His sweater somewhere, but his pants were shredded, so they didn't work. But yeah, I think he's got a really sweet face. I love him. I mean, I do want him to come together. But when I originally made him, I was working on him. I put plaster of Paris in my boots and let them set. They would not, the plaster of Paris was old and it wouldn't set up. I've never had that happen. I have old plaster and it always sets up. I don't know what that was about. So it would not set. Well, hey, Nancy, thank you for joining us. Good to see you. Yeah, so they'd never set, so I had to clean it out. It was like mud in there, like thick, chunky mud, but it never got hard. So that's another reason. My plan is I have some, what's the word? Aquarium rocks. So I'm thinking about putting aquarium rocks at the bottom to give it some weight and then filling it with hot glue. Is that like crazy? But it will give it the weight, like at the base. And then I'm not planning on putting on a stand. He actually will freestand if I get it right. And I really want him to freestand. But that was, I thought, oh, don't even. But he's just such a nightmare. But anyway, now that I've done him, his pants are great because they hung long enough that I could pull this off, you know. I mean, he had these really baggy pants. So I can actually make him that tall and he looks so much better, a little bit taller. The stuff I come up with. I did his face really shiny. And he has eyelashes. I just added his eyelashes a couple of nights ago. So, yeah, another project. And it's just the little things, those little things you got to do. And you're just like, so many little things. So many. This guy is looking so much better. Oh, I love him. He's so much fun. He's actually out here for a couple of things. I didn't do his eyes. I didn't give him his clear, make eyes shiny, so I need to do that. And I found he lost one of his pine cones. It's sitting right there, though. I found it. So on the floor. My life. Everything's on the floor. So that's just these little bitty things that need to be done. But hang on. I did want to talk about this. So Robin's doing it as well. We're doing 12 Days of Christmas starting. This is another one, not the one I was doing. Now, if you haven't watched my 12 Days of Christmas with the Queens of Christmas, it's mostly me opening a bunch of crazy stuff that I got because I'm a hoarder. I bought stuff because it's what I do. But I have a lot of really cool stuff that I'll be opening. And one of the things that I got, I can't really show you. I gotta work on it. And I was like, oh no, I can't show y'all because that's the last day. So now I can't show you. Can't work on it. I want it to be a surprise. But anyway, so Robin and I think Favi, Nancy, are you doing it too? Are you doing 12 Days of Christmas? Who else is doing that? Let's see who else is on. I was Merv. Yeah, Merv. Oh, was Merv that said that? Oh, really? Oh, cool. All right, so Merv is our thing. So I went through this kit where I was painting everything I could find like a Santa. So one thing, I forgot about these, Robin. Forgot. I could go through and paint all my things. Y'all, this is bad. I have a box full of things that to paint like Santas. I do. It's crazy. Now someone else that's done this one kind of started it and never finished it, so he needs to be redone. I have a pretty cool one, but he's awfully big. But you can see they have gotten all beat up over the years. It's like a whole totally redo. I could use this for something else. I may use this for something else. Hang on. I don't need that as a Santa. I need it for something else. But I kind of like that look. Look at it split up the back. Yeah, I used to, now I'm telling y'all, I've had these since the 90s when I did craft shows. I know, it's crazy. So, yeah, this one's kind of bad shape. Lots of spoons. Not just spoons, but I also have other things that aren't spoons to paint like Santas. I don't know what I was thinking, unless I was going to put something for a face. I don't know. What was on my mind that day? Oh, yeah, just the things. And that, I know, they're just crazy. But I thought they'd be so cute they were all together, like the set. I love these because, oh, by the way, I can carve. I whittled some little knobs on this one. All of them, look, I whittled the ends. I forgot I'd done that. Y'all have not looked I knew I had this box because it's clear, but I hadn't looked in it when I grabbed it to bring in here. So I was like, hey, should I work on these? And then this is something that's really cool. I have a miniature, it broke, came all to pieces and it was missing a piece. So I went, okay, I'm taking it apart. A miniature spinning wheel. And it was a tabletop. I mean, it wasn't like, man, it was usable. But I didn't salvage it. At the time, you know, when I did this, there was no eBay to go and look that kind of stuff up to get the other pieces. So this is part of that, and I don't know what I was thinking. I just went a little nuts on things that need to be Santas, and I decided to paint that piece. Poor little guy. I even did a fork, people. I did a fork. And this, no, it gets worse. I just realized I did a milk bottle. And there's a thimble. So maybe some of these are really weird, like maybe not the spoons. Oh, I've done so many of these pegs. Y'all, so many pegs. Do I want to do a peg? Yeah, maybe I'll do a peg. Oh, and a bat. Okay, that's unusual. This one, I'm going to pull some of these out. Not my spoons, though, and not that guy. This one's kind of cute. Tree shape, no. Heart shape, everybody does these. Come on, everybody does these. But not many people do these. Look at the dorbs here. It's just a little. So, I may hang on to these. These would be fun. And no, I'm not putting googly eyes on them, Robin. I'm painting my own eyes. No googly eyes on mine. Although I do need to add something to that one that I didn't bring. Oh, you know, I was telling you about that one. I showed it to you. Yeah, Robin, I'll just talk to you because I know what you're doing. Yeah, you're good. So I was showing Robin that I had this little ornament made out of a jingle bell. I really didn't like his beard. But the idea of him was really cute. But he was missing his eyes and stuff. So, yeah, I like these because I think the tree, the egg, you know, these things like this, they're just like done to death. So everybody does these. So I may not do those. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, 6 ornaments right there. I'm halfway through. But that was not my goal. My goal with my 12 days was to take my Santa, the one that's with, I'm redoing his face. I'm giving him a sculpt. I'm just going to take him and make him toys. But then again, I have another one I think I'd like to do instead. Because I really dig the Santa over here. We'll talk about him in a minute. So I was on another one of Robin's shows. It was last Tuesday night. I'm going to put that in the link too. I don't know. I got to keep up with these things. I love being on our show. It's so much fun. It's so chill. We have such a good time. Oh, I don't like these. Oh, you know what I did? So when Ben Franklin's was going out of business in Del Rio, Texas back in the 90s, I bought up all these things, and they're the ones that don't ship. Well, I didn't buy them all up. I bought all the ones that were just like one of each. I left all the other ones. So I bought one of each just to kind of add to my collection. I don't know why I had that, because that's not really... These things were 59 cents a piece. But this is that plaster that does not... chip. I said I bought them all. I must have bought a set or something. I don't know why I bought all these, but I have a whole bunch of those. So anyway, I bought these things. The closest I have come to painting it. I got him started. I could just do Santa's. I mean, it'd be nice to finish. I don't like this one that much, but I got him started, and I got this one started. So maybe this was from Walmart actually. Those two are from Walmart. Oh. Here's some I did. I don't know what. I guess I kept them in here to look at them. I did this one in 1992. And poor little thing, it's been in this box with his friend. Yeah, two of them. Yeah, I painted these little things. 1992. I need to put these back out with some other stuff. I think I have these in this box to kind of give me an idea of how I want them all to look. But yeah, so I have a box full of that stuff. So I could just do Santa's for the 12 days. Now I'm up to 9. This is not what I wanted to do. One more try. A bigger box. Oh no, Santa, stay. Oh, he just fell over. That's one of my heads too. This is the big thing. So once again, all these came from Ben Franklin back in the 90s. I kid you not. Oh my goodness, they're just, and some other places. I think this came from Rolling Hills actually. I love that thing. That thing is just precious. And so I kind of dig it. I may pick out some toys and not 12, just a few. But I love him. I have a lot of really, I have one without a head, but I figure I could figure that one out. I have, oh, this, and I love this. Oh my goodness. So these actually came from Rolling Hills back in the early days of Rolling Hills. So he's just a cutie patootie. So he would look good. And then I have like sweet little birdhouses that need painting. I have a little sleigh. But I now have a soldier. Let me find my soldier. Oh, he's so little. And you know what? These came from Provo, Utah. Look at that guy. Isn't he funny? He's just like a squatty soldier. So that, here's the, oh, no, I don't know what that guy was. Here's the soldier right here. And he's missing his thing. I think he had a weapon on him. He has elastic stuck to him. So I have that, more birdhouses. And I have a bunch of these little men. They're everywhere. He's missing an arm. I know. I just grabbed them all. I have a little truck. Oh, the truck. And the truck came from like Rolling Hills as well. I think this was in a goodie bag. So I do kind of dig the truck. I think that would be so cute. I have a little wagon. You see how this is going to get crazy? I have these ornaments like these, which she's upside down. I don't know. Maybe not. So I do a sleigh. I have a sleigh. I have different rocking horses. I have a rocking horse like this one's kind of, and then I have like this fancy thing. But the problem with these, they're just kind of there. They're really not a toy because they're a weird size. I don't know. It's got some pretty ones though. This one's kind of nice. See, they're really kind of nice ones. And I don't think I want to do that as a toy for my Santa. Yeah, I have more of these little girls and tiny weird things that are don't need. But I do have a lot of birdhouses for some reason. Hang on, what's different? Lots of these men. It's crazy. Crazy full of men. Oh, this one. Oh, and I look at the hat on this one. So here's one, like the Santa, more of a Santa hat. These things they remind me of smokers. Y'all know the little smokers? They kind of remind me of that. But grading my son's schoolwork. Oh, yeah. Okay. Good deal. Oh, my goodness. The days of kids in school. Okay, now I have a couple of birdhouses, and I do like them, but I said 1, 2. I think I have 2 designs. I don't know which one I want to do. I have a lot of birdhouses. Either in here or somewhere else. Oh, here's the head of the guy. It's a different head. Hang on. What did I do with that one? He's like it's the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker. All right, where's the head? I mean the body. I had a body. Where's the body? Sounds like a murder mystery. That's a good opening line for a murder mystery. Where's the body? I found it. We got it. And here he is. So I have, yeah, y'all, okay, now I don't know which one to do. They're all so cute. They're kind of like a nesting box looking thing too. Kind of digging him because I could kind of make him like snowmanish. But do I want? I really like the, but he's different. Okay, I'm confused now. I don't know which one's to do. And that's how we lose parts, dude. Yeah, now I've got to make decisions. I have too many. So I do have, like I said, this box. Let me show you the box. Just full of cuteness. Oh, I didn't see this because he was stuck. And I see somebody's leg or something's broken off. It's his. So here, I just saw his arm. So here, this guy is, and that would be really cute. And I just found his little arm right here, and I just got to get some rope to attach it. So I kind of like that one. Aww. Do I want the car? Do I want to do a car? The truck. I'll do the truck. Don't want to overdo it. Now, what do we decide on? I think I'm going to do one soldier-looking guy that like him. I want to do my Jack-in-the-Box. I want to do this reindeer because this is the only reindeer I have, and for some reason he's lost both arms now. Oh, I see this rubber band. Oh no, how was that even? Oh, I don't even know how this was attached. You know, I made instead of rubber bands, I'm just gonna put a rope or something through there and like glue it so that they can kind of hang down, and that would be kind of cute because the rubber band this one's about to go too, and that way they just kind of hang and dangle. So I know I'm brilliant. I know. So that I'm gonna do. Who else? What's going on? I have so many birdhouses, but I do like these because they. Oh yeah, I need to get a birdhouse. Do I want the sleigh? Yeah, I may do a man because I think it would be cute. Even nothing else to put down at his base. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of projects here. I'm trying to find some things to do and have in this sleigh. All right, so I'm not gonna do these three. I'll put those aside. But I will just have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 Santas and then I have 6 toys, but I really wanted to do the one of the birdhouses. I guess that one. Yeah, so I got little projects to do. I just love this. He is so cute. Now he is by, and I know people are like, well, you can't get these at Dollar Tree anymore. No, I don't know if you can buy them at all. He's out of Dallas, Texas. But I know you can find similar things, maybe. I know you can find sleighs everywhere. This one was 55 cents back in the day. Yep. So, I can't find my lid now. Oh, there it is. As you see, somebody's got their work cut out for them. And these all need another coat of paint. But I really need to get my things in order according to when they're due. So I finished my sexy pilgrim and I've taken photos of her and some videos and stuff. She's adorable. I'm sorry. I love her. She's just, I love how she came together. She's fun. She's going to be really cute. Oh, I know what I was going to say. So the wooden one. I mean, all the wooden toys. I do love this Santa. I love how he turned out. I think he's just the sweetest thing. I think one of my biggest mistakes I made on him, I put this not real beard on him, and it's a nice beard, you know, it's cute. I have nothing to put on the back of his head, and I was like, oh no, because what am I going to do now? Because I have nothing to like fill this in because I don't have this material. It's very specific. I'm like, I'd have to trim his beard off, and he'd have a short beard. So many decisions. But I don't like him on the cone at all. I really don't. But he is so glued on this cone. I was like, I can't get him off of the cone. His head and everything. But then I have this sad looking doll. This is sad, y'all. I have a lot of stuffing. I'm thinking, little input here. Won't he be cuter just as a rag doll? And I know his pants are going to be right, but I'm sure I have a fabric that I can incorporate into his, for legs and then I can add the fabric back like into his outfit somehow to make it all work. Or my other idea was to just make him a coat, a complete coat, and this be under his coat. I need to get rid of that fur because that's kind of weird having fur on the inside tunic. But yeah, he's fixing to undergo a big change. So that's going to be fun. I do love his little face. Look at that face. I'm kind of shocked. Sometimes I do faces. I'm like, I don't, how did I do that? He's really sweet. You got glue hair on you though. And black hair. Oh, I know where that came from. It came from one of the other doll's hairs. Everywhere. You can never get rid of the hair. So my biggest problem with him is the cone. And this is kind of a good cone compared to cones in general. They usually just shatter. And I think I showed last time, that one it's completely shattered. And mine got really dry. So, am I lagging or anything? Let me know. Because I'm out in my studio and I do not have my Ethernet out here. So that's the thing. Look at how his head's attached. I may be able to get you off without incident. Please come off. The other thing I thought about doing was to just take the yarn, just try white yarn and make his head, like they do the dolls. I just make him hair, make him wefts, and just kind of create it that way because the yarn may match. Okay, is that off? Sorry, dude. You are getting decapitated. And you're like, but how are you going to do that? I'm going to decapitate that one as well and make it work. Yeah, if I thought I could pull that face off with success, I would, but I think I would break it. It's just made on there. It's not, it attached itself. Oh, that's good. That came right off. Ah, popped right off. Oh, I got a comb for somebody else. Not that I will use it. Oh, you know what? I could use this one. Where's that other Santa? I didn't really like that other head that I had. Oh, he's up there. He's out of reach. Yeah, so I'm going to... This head, okay, once again, what is that about? I mean, I know it's kind of... Why is your head so weird? That is kind of cute, though. That's kind of a fun body. I'm going to start me not have to pull that head off after all. Let me think about this. Make it creative here. So I think what I can do, like I said, he's glued to his body. I mean, I think his outfit's glued together. I can just tuck it in, yeah, and then stitch it up. I'm like stuck on the same thing. I'm not getting, yeah, I'll just fix this real quick. I don't know why I'm not in full screen. Oh, I don't want that full screen though. Hang on. It is all effort every day. Okay, there we go. So I stitch this up, and then I can put this head on in the hole first, which needs, I guess that's the back. This is going to be weird until I get him pinned on, which I have some pins. And I had pins in his head. I put him on backwards. Time to dig through some fabrics. I'm thinking of what I have that would look really cool with this. I want something really neutral. I'm pretty sure I have a coat still. I had to throw away a bunch of my old vintage coats. They just love, moths just love them. And I had the cedar and all with them. No, they still found their way. Although that doesn't look bad. I mean, I could have cut a bunch up, just little pieces of them. I mean, because some Santas aren't very big. But I had some really awesome wool coats and had awesome fur and all that. But the fur does dry out. And it becomes a problem when it's too dry. All right, dude. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to get that head on. Oh, you're coming apart. Hey, you know what? He is coming off. He's coming off now. There it goes. I can stick this on anything. Where's that other Santa? Yeah. Aww. Anyway, I'm thinking this is going to take some sewing, a little more effort. But yeah, now he's got some legs. And he looks so much cuter. And then this I can tuck these in, and if I need to make them feet like that, you just sew them like this. Put a little stitch right there. And a little blind, well, it doesn't matter because I'll probably paint on it anyway. I could paint him boots, but I'm pretty sure I could make him boots better. Y'all, I think that's going to help him out a lot. Now, I want him to have those toys because I think I can make those toys in these colors or whatever he's wearing. And if I have that old brown coat, I'm definitely going to give it to him as an overcoat. And maybe take all this fur off or something else. Kind of want to keep some of his originality because I glued his hat on. Or did I? Hang on a second. I mean, not glued his hat on. No, I did. It's glued on. Okay, dude, that's your story, and that's what's going to happen to you when I'm back in the house and just chilling and doing that kind of stuff. We're gonna work on Diablo, who needs some help. Hey, Sassy, you in here making some noise? What happened? So here's another Santa that really bugs me, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may just stick him, keep knocking things over. I think I'm gonna put him in my just to sell him on eBay or whatever. He's got a really sweet little face, and I don't like his legs. It just really bothered me that he has such long legs, and he's kind of got elf feet on. But that's not the bad thing. It's just those legs. I know they made all these tall ones, but he's so cute. He needs to be squatty, and he also needs to kind of got some fur on him. I just realized. I always save my leftover fur that pulls out because I use that for eyebrows. I have to do something with it to make eyebrows. Anyway, I think he's really cute, but I just can't deal with these legs. What do y'all think? So put you over here. Yeah, something's going on. I'm either dead and don't know it. Hang on a second. Let me see what happened. I'm gonna get my other phone. Pull myself up over here. YouTube. Everybody else is on YouTube. Channel. Live. Commercials. Yeah, okay, we're stuck there. Okay. That volume off. Yeah, that's the last thing, but I don't know if I'm locked up or not. Not a sponsor. Oh, look, I seem to be moving. Okay. That's a good sign. Yeah, I'm just going to take some black paint now. Get this out of the way so I won't accidentally put my brush in it. My black paint has seen better days. Look at it. But, you know, that's why I don't get these big bottles anymore. They just are looking really rough. So I had a friend who, anytime she painted anything, she would start by painting it black first. Yeah, like these things, she would always paint black first. It was really interesting. I mean, you do get kind of an interesting effect with your colors. They always stay kind of rich. You could even do brown or something like that, where I was always doing the just straight up. Oh, I see some action now. Good deal. Let's see, Robin. I'm here. I'm working. Oh, yeah, I hear you. Okay, no, that's not a problem. I'm just going to get a little bit quieter next. I'm painting. And I had to look up a picture of Diablo. But yeah, that was interesting that she would start on a black and work from there, and they came out really nice. So it's a thing. I think my wings are going to take a couple of coats though, because they're very, very absorbent. Yeah, so these were the original wings of the dove, and they were kind of tucked back. And I noticed in a lot of images, you know, he'll have his wings out or up or something. I went with out because I thought I had more surface to glue it to if I went out. And that this is just the part of the wings, the top part. I'm adding more to his little wings to give him a really nice set of wings. I know when making these dolls, you spend a lot of time on the accessories. That is a thing. But it makes a difference. So yes, basically, when Maleficent kind of her dress fell apart, and I just had to hot glue it. I tried sewing. I spent hours trying to stitch it very carefully, you know, doing a blind stitch so it would look nice, and it just did not. It would not come back together. It was just bad. And it was on her, and I was like, okay, I just got the glue gun. And then after that, it's all under her cape now, so you can't even see my pretty dress I made her. I know. I put a lot of time into that too. I should know not to work with that. And then so I decided to do, for her cape, I decided to use another thing that's not my friend, and that is the fabric fusible stuff. And I fused 2 pieces of fabric together so I would have the inside and the outside. That was not a good idea. Because that way I wouldn't have to sew it. I could just cut it and it would have an edge. It has a raw edge, but if I redid, I don't know if I'll redo her. I like her. She's fine. I like her. I think she came out the way apparently she wanted to come out, because she's still a thing. I mean, she looks pretty good, but it was not what I had in mind. So we kind of had a little difference of opinion on what I tell you, Robin. So what I tell Robin is Robin doesn't make mistakes. She just changes the direction of the project. That's basically what happened to me. The direction changed. And I can think on my feet. I can think outside the box. So I do come up with some interesting ideas in that process. And not all of them work on everything, but all right. Now you got your nice black coat of black. Now where am I going to put you to dry? Ugh. He's really rough looking because of that rubber stuff. I don't know. I just want to see what I could do with it. So it came out kind of strange. All right, sticky right there. Put him in a paint lid. Oh, you did not just fall. He fell. And he got on everything. Y'all see Maleficent? Where did I put her? Oh, there she is. Now all she lacks, her fingernails. Need to paint her fingernails. Oh, what did we ever decide on her face? I don't know. Let me go back and look real quick. If I wanted to put that all the way around her face, her mask. I mean, her headpiece. Because I really like her little cheeks showing up. Boys, nobody piped in on that one. The paint looks good. Okay, we moved on. All right. And so this one, she's due soon. She's actually due on the 12th. And then my Sexy Pilgrim is the one that's due on the 16th. And she's ready. Oh, man, I can't paint. Well, I can't get my hand straight today. There you go. That line, oof, gets bigger and bigger every time. So this really did not work out like I hoped it would. It's cool looking. You can do some stuff with. I did a little bit of sculpting. I don't think it's going to really show though. My little bit of sculpt that I was able to do with that rubber. It's like working with latex, liquid latex. I think that's all it is liquid latex. In fact, I know what I'm going to do with this stuff. I'm making molds. That is exactly what I'm going to do, because it is basically latex. I'm going to read that and see what it's made out of, because that's what it feels like. And when it dries, it definitely feels like latex. I'm going to make me some latex molds. I'm brilliant. What can I say? Stick with me. You'll learn some things. Yeah, oh, you did not just do that. My hand slipped. Oh my gosh, no. Oh my, please come off. Please, 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 please come off your face. Yeah, a little bit of trouble with the hands. A little bit. I know. You're getting some spit on you. Girl, you better clean that off. She has this crack. She has this. God, I cannot tell you the things that go wrong. She's got a scratch on her face. And she's pretty beat up. And I know the people who really do the good dolls like this, you kind of have to get you a new one, because the ones that are played with are kind of beat up. And this, she was. Anyway, she had a scratch on her face, and of course that black paint went right down in that scratch. And it's great. It's not really showing now, but it was trying to. I've got paint all over the place. I should pour this out. But yeah, that latex, man, I can do some cool. Hey, Melissa, what have you been working on? Oh, Melissa's been doing some stuff. She has been working on her 12 days of DIY projects. Oh my goodness. Dollar Tree, lots of videos. You did a lot of videos for that. And that is so cool. I am so trying to catch up with just the other collaborators from the Heidi Son Bowl. I'm still behind. I've got about, not 20, but less than 20 to go. There was like 40 people participated. And most of those videos, mine was pretty short. But most of those videos run, 15 minutes. They average of 15 minutes. And if you think about that, that's a lot of time watching videos. I mean, you have 20 to watch, and they're 15 minutes each. I can't do math, but isn't that like 4 hours. Am I right? That. Wow. That 4 hours? It is, isn't it? Yeah, I don't have 4 hours. And then try to comment on them. I mean, it's okay if you're doing like this and you're just letting them run, but at times I just like quiet when I'm working too. Gotta be one with my dolls. Don't need a distraction. Except for today. Yes, I'm thinking about maybe painting one of my things black first to see if I can tell the difference between if you paint them black and then paint on top of them. I would think the color would be harder to get on there. Oh, and these horns. No, there was no symmetry. I don't even. Yeah, that's just one of those iconic things you want her to have is try to be as good as you can at certain things. And in her case, I wanted these horns to look really cool, and they just trying to get that symmetry was not easy. Just to let you know. So next time you see a nice doll artist video, I don't think I'm the only person who has a little bit of problem with these things. And when I say a little bit of problem, I mean they really want them to be right. That problem, not the problem actually doing it, just the problem actually wanting them done right. I gotta pull this in closer to your face, don't I? I really wanted some symmetry. And that is a whole nother story. Yeah, I really can't decide on what to do with her face. The more you kind of add the black, I mean, she's got most of her face is covered up, including that chin. I mean, it's right under her chin. So her big old pointy chin is sticking out. Looks really good. So my painting is a gnome with sleds. What? Oh, really? Aw. Well, good for you. You know what? That is awesome that you have the craft show to, paint for. And I think it was, I don't want that there. Did it again. Okay, think of her name. Not Molly. No, what? Wow, I cannot think of her name. Tammy? Is it Tammy from Crafty Peeps? I think she was working on some stuff for a show as well. So if you have a venue like that to work for, that is awesome. Honey, I'm telling you, she's not symmetrical. It's killing me. She may end up with the chin piece just because the ending it on a side is a lot harder than it looks. Finding where it ends on both sides. I'm going to take a picture of one side of her head and come back to the other. Oh, we'll talk about it later. Oh, I love it. I love her face now that she's got her stuff wrapped around it. It's just so cool. It's getting tempting. I'm tempted to put that chin piece on you. Because you are kind of coming to life right before my little eyes. What did I just do? I know, I'm dab, 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 dab. I should have got a bigger brush. Yes, don't look at me for painting tips. That's why I don't like to do the what you're doing. Because it's like, what is she doing? Why does she have that brush? Because I grabbed it. It was sitting right there. Yeah. But yeah, even trying to get this like swirl going up her horns. But this is a great group of ladies. I really enjoy doing this stuff with them. I love to see what other people do. This is fun. It's just really creative. And what I wanted to do with this video was to take some footage from the actual Disney film, and I was wondering how to go about that. Not a lot. I just kind of wanted image more than anything, but I think her opening scene, when they introduce her, I said, oh, I wish I could use that or recreate it somehow. I mean, just have to recreate it in on my own. But I don't know. I don't know how to do it right now. I've got to wrap my mind around that part of my creative self, which means I have to use my computer, which hates me. Okay. Check that neck in the back. Oh Lord, I got a line to follow back here. It's gonna be so hard to see. Yeah, I put her collar on first. I know. I didn't put all of her collar. She has the 2 more pieces to her collar that go on there. I think I threw them away. No. Oh my goodness. I think, well, they're in the garbage. I mean, I can get them out, but I mean, they're on top of the garbage. Just cleaning off my work table. I just realized I didn't get the rest of her collar off of there. It's easy to reproduce. I'm not worried about that part. I'm just like, why did you forget that? Yeah, I was just sweeping off the work table. Which is also known as my kitchen table. And, you know, I gotta clean that up. You know I do. Gotta quit crafting in the kitchen. Okay, chick, you black now. That worked. That's gonna work. Hey, Annie, look what I'm doing. I'm working on this. Yeah. Hey, she's here. I love it. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I'm working on her right now because I've had a bad day, and I thought I'd just, like, let all that evil go right into her because she'll take it. She can take it. Yay, make that black stuff all over me. You're going to sit, if possible. Oh. So I got that. Yeah, my bird is sort of needing to dry a little bit more. He needs another coat, though, on his wings. I knew those wings were going to suck up that paint. So, Annie, what I've done here, this is Diablo. And, oh, we have another piece to show y'all. Oh, I see it. Now Diablo's on the floor, along with this guy, where everybody hangs out. Yes, he got dusty. Anyway, he's going to have bigger wings. This is just the first part of his wings. And then I made her staff. It's kind of cool. It's kind of fragile though. I'm a little bit worried about it. How am I going to keep it together? Hilarious. And I got to make her shoes. So this is one of the things, I don't think you ever see Maleficent shoes. Not that I'm going to put some shoes on her. And so the only thing I could think of with her stuff, Andy, thank you so much. Thank you, sweetie. I said, do you have a day? Is that a corgi or is that a fox? What is that? Oh my gosh, is that a corgi? So, do the happy dance. Thank you so much for that. So on the what was I talking about? Our staff. Oh, shoes. Oh yeah, I don't know what shoes. So the only thing I could think of is to go back and look at what the other people were wearing. Because I think you can see, maybe, do you ever see shoes in that thing? Everybody's got long. He's a raven, yeah. Okay, what do you have? Oh, thank you so much. You know, I've never set that thing up. I've got a lot of housekeeping to do, Annie. I really do. I'm still really behind on all that kind of stuff. As far as like my what is that thing? Because you're so good. I just watch her to figure out what to do because she's got it all. She knows all that stuff to do. So he's gonna have some extra wings, but they're out of real feather, so obviously waiting till the last minute to do that. And let me reach over and get her staff, not knock it off. Of all the things I did, her staff was the easiest. This is a barbecue thing, skewer thing. Bamboo, and that's just some warbler, and that's all it is. I mean, that's all she has that goes with her. It's very simple, thank goodness. And by the way, not as easy as you think, because that warbler, number one, gets hot, and you like trying to fix the other one, and you're heating it up on, you know, and it melts the other side. Yeah, and then don't even think about glue. And then I had to put the actually hot glue, the bead and the glass marble on top, and the hot glue softens the warbler. It's a skill you must learn. It's just get you some, learn it because it's cool. But there's a lot of tricks to it that you're just not ready for. All right, dude, I have you. And so what other thing I did, and if you got it's still on me, I got a bunch of little toys. I'm pulling things out for 12 days of Christmas where we do an ornament a day. Are you doing that one as well? So if you are, just, send a smile or something. We'll know. Yes or no. Happy face. Yes. Sad face. I know you're busy. She's probably at work. Then I pulled out a bunch of weird things. I started these back in the 90s. And I have a bunch of these things that look like Santas. So I think I have some interesting ornaments that I can do. I don't want to phone this in, but seriously, those little Santas are weird. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. I had to get this black off because I definitely want to sculpt something. I will never find that black paint again. All right, so this is a Santa. I don't know if I've shown this one. This is a Santa that I did in the 90s, and his beard fell off, and the reason, this is Sculpey that you have to bake, and how he kind of became, he's so ugly. I know, y'all, this is the first one I made, come on. I have a few more that were the other later ones I made, but the problem, I think, was the sealer that I used and the type of glue I used was just, it was just a glue. It was like, it could have been a tacky glue actually, but it just did not hold that beard on. And this was a beard that was made not out of pelt like I use now. It was actually made out of pieces of my friend's, I would say it was a goat. He's like mohair or something. I don't know, some kind of goat he had. Angora. Wasn't he Angora? Some weird goat. So the story about my goat, and I've told the story before, it's really funny. But the goat story is he kind of escaped a season of being groomed, you know. And so when they got him, finally found him, and around grooming time again, he was out doing whatever they do in Texas. And he was a hot mess, but he was really long hair. Well, normally they cut it just too short really to use for the beards. And this was really, really, really long, like 6 to 8 inch long strands. So he sold me that at what he would have gotten if he had just sold it. It was really not much money at all, sadly. But if you have a lot of goats, I guess that adds up. Yeah. Anyway, I had more fun with that thing at the beginning, but let me tell you, I had to clean every bit of that stuff, and you lose about 50% at the minimum on cleaning your hair. This from being groomed. It's full of debris. Texas is full of stickers and thorns, and it was so interesting. But then I got a lot of it cleaned, and then I sold a bunch of it on eBay as well, and I was like, still needs cleaning, but at least it's kind of combed out. So I kind of made my money back just doing that, selling that part of just enough to get my money back. I think I paid $50 for I'm talking a big bag, like a huge, big old heavy bag of this stuff, garbage bag. So anyway, then I had it kind of bunched up, like separated out to clean, and it's being wool. It attracted bugs, so I lost it, what I had left. But I was like, and then that fell off. I mean, the beard fell. Oh, and the glue I used yellowed. Yeah. So all the Santas that I made at that time, I'm so sorry to everybody because the glue yellowed. I know. But it's kind of cool looking because then it looks like he's got like a darker, how everybody does their hair now where it's darker at the roots. That wasn't funny. It was not good. I don't like things to happen like that. I like them to be good. So, what can I paint? So I'm debating priming. Should I prime them before I paint them? I didn't prime my other ones. They somehow survived. Yeah, I know. Got a meeting. Thanks for coming. I can't commit to much. Oh, no, that's right. You've got that thing. So she's got this, where she's going to be, I forgot who you're going to be. You're going to be a character, and for a volunteer, I don't want to say it's a library, but something like that. Anyway, yeah, follow, be sure you're all, signed in to Annie and hit that notification button because she's got some cool stuff going on. She does. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I hope my day gets better. I do. I take this little guy apart so I can paint him. So I think using the jute, I may even use this jute right here because I probably have this size. I'll see, just in case I don't have the same size. Oops, I tear it up. And I'm just gonna hang his arms on jute. I think that's gonna look kind of fun. Oh yeah. And there goes that elastic. He'll be easy to paint because he's got, you know what he has on that one? He actually has some hooks, but I can't get to those hooks. That's a hook you can get to, but I don't know how they got to those. Oh, I know what they did. They put the rubber band in and then beat the little hook, bit them down in there. That's how it worked. I figured things out. I can do it. I need brown paint. I took my good brown paint in the house. All I have is a reddish brown and an orangish. Oh, I like that color though. Look, that's cute. No, that's not gonna work. That's not. Oh, here it is. It's not gonna be while I'm at it, I'm going to be using my favorite color, burnt sienna. A little burnt sienna by Plaid. Goes this one. This is the apple barrel colors, and no telling how long I've had this. I'm pretty sure it's not new. Although I do buy a lot of burnt sienna. I mean, that's kind of like one of your go-to colors of pretty much anything. It's like the brown. And brown, it's a good brown that mixes with stuff. So, kind of play with that a little bit. It's kind of thick, which is good. It'll go on faster. So is anybody else doing anything fun today? It's on grading papers. So yeah, my adventures in making Santas. I bought a whole bunch of rag dolls when that place went out of business. When Ben Franklin's went out of business, I kind of like that weird body I have, but they're actually nicer. They're just proportioned better. And I made a bunch of Santas out of those and sold those. I still have some though. I actually still have some. And everybody liked the faces that I did on my gourds. So I painted the faces that I normally put on my gourds on those. And I can't tell you, I don't have any gourds around with a face painted though. No. I thought about doing that like on Thursday night. I have a box of my old things that I made back in the, 90s and early 2000s and stuff of my Santas. I may pull those out and just go through them. I do need to sell some stuff. Some things need to find new homes. Yeah, so anyway, I'm just painting these little parts. And I'm trying to think right now, what else needs to be brown while I have it out? I am not a neat painter, by the way, in case you didn't notice. I did keep his little feet. They're going to be a different color. What I'll probably do with these, because they won't be dry in time, why did I think I had something to do at 4? Robin, are you still on here? Robin, do you have another thing coming on at 4 or something? Another premiere. I don't know why I'm thinking there's something going on at 4 today and I can't remember what it is. Anyway, that's like an hour away though. Oh, I don't know what time it is. It's your time. It's like 4 o'clock my time. So it'd be 5 your time. But I wanted to tell a good story, but I can't think of any good stories. I tell Billy, tell me a good story. You gotta have some good stories, man. You got to. I've done very little whittling in my day. I will say that. It's kind of fun, but I have not done a whole lot of it. And I got the really cool carving set. The one you get from. I can't think of the company. Exacto carving set. Yeah, it's still in the box. I can't imagine what I used to carve those little tops of little hats out of. I should do these tiny, even though these are going to be little bitty ornaments, those little Santa. I think I'm going to put really nice faces on them. I'll try to do that. So I'm going to be like, okay, I'm pulling a Robin here. I'm just pulling the footage off of this and me painting. So I'm hoping I'm holding it up properly. Let me get it more towards the center. But hey, that works. Your videos are great, Robin. I guess I really never paid attention. I'm always on your live thing. I haven't seen a lot of your videos. I'm catching up. I'm gonna watch them. And I really enjoyed the one about the star. That was really good. You did a great job on that one. And the poem. And I wasn't watching it at that time when you were doing the poem because I was trying to clean up my studio. And I could at least get it organized in here. And so I need to go back and see what you were doing when you were talking about that. Because I wasn't there the day that you made that one. So that was really sweet. She's so early. She gets on it. The minute she finds out about something, she is working on it. I like that. I kind of feel like I'm in college some days. Do y'all ever get that feeling? I mean, this doesn't feel like work in a way, but you still feel like it's something. Oh, I got this thing due. I feel like I'm in college. It's kind of crazy. I don't know why I don't feel like I'm working because I haven't worked. I don't know. I haven't like worked in a long time. I don't call teaching work. That's just love. I just do it because I love it. All right, you're so sweet. And a little bell. I got some little bells. I got some tiny bells. I think he's gonna look so sweet. With my cutest little thing. But I love that he's all carved. That is so sweet. And he's the only one I had like that. And he's got the little lines for his mouth. Yep, you're a cutie. How hard could this be, Billy? Are you still with me? Billy, if you are, I mean, do you carve? Do you do little things like this? Actually, Billy can make those cute those little guys that I just showed. He could do something like that. Easy peasy on his, I think those are pieced together where you could just do it like an all one swipe of your, don't get me started. I can't think of it. Lathe. Can't think of words. Yeah, so this evening I will probably spend on my computer and try to figure it out first. And then tomorrow I will spend online with somebody telling me what I need to do. Because I don't know what's going on with my computer. But he's making me cray cray. Oh, should he have like a white belly? He should. He should have like a off. He should. His body needs to be a different color. I mean, his tummy. I'll fix it. I gotta put another coat on this one. Yeah, it won't look good. So I had an oh, Fabi sent me the cutest little message. Says, I wish I want to come and come shop, do all that kind of stuff. Come down here and check out everything. It would be great. Y'all are always welcome. I kick my son out of his room. He's only there. He's not there on the weekends. He's not going to be there a little bit longer. He finishes school. But I had a neighbor, the one talking about the one who liked to paint stuff black first. She and I had a really good time. I mean, we just worked together. We would just craft, and then we could like meet up, right? Because we had right across the street from each other. I'd run over and look at something she was doing. She'd come over and look at something I'm doing, or I'd bring something over if it was something small. Yeah, and we just really encouraged each other, and I really miss that. So I like that about being on YouTube. When I was talking about, I was like, YouTube is about to kill me, and it's not YouTube. It's the making the videos and having trouble with my programs. So I was like, is this even going to work anymore? But it's fun to do this with other people. And I think that makes the crafting and all a lot more fun. And I just did not know that was one of the side effects of being involved. I really didn't know about the community and all that stuff. If I'd known this, I've been doing this a lot longer. Yep. Okay, brown. Who needs to be brown? Nothing. Everything else is color. My birdhouse base, maybe? Not really. No, I don't think so. It could be a color. So much for the brown. Oh, his other leg. Dude. Yeah, one of the nice things about this really old bottle of paint right here is that it is thickened up over the years. It's almost like acrylics out of the tube. It's a nice consistency. And it still mixes, it's very well mixed. And definitely add water to it. It gets really thin. All right, so let me find another color for your tum-tum that's in my plus buys. Well, I pretty much tore up my studio over in that area. I was looking for ribbon. I'd been looking for paint one day. It's called Patio or whatever. I think it might be a folk art product or something. Anyway, it's indoor outdoor paint. And I've not been able to find it anywhere. It was with my ribbons. Why is it with my ribbons? What crazy person did that? Oh, this is really yellow. I don't like that. Well, this is kind of a maybe too light. Give me a deer, people. Think that's too light? Look at that brown. Oh, I have another color. All right. I have like 1,000 bottles of paint probably. No, I don't. I'm lying. I have probably a couple hundred for sure. All right, so I have two colors that are, oh my goodness, pretty much the same. Wild rice and flesh. That's this. I don't like this color flesh. It's very anemic looking on things. And that's why I have wild rice. I've also used it mixed with a little pink to make a nice face. I'm going to try this color. Ooh, this has gotten some old too. Oh no, this may not be. Oh, let me see. So this is really old. You can tell by the thing. This is by Ceramicoat. But you can tell. Look at it. But I have a plan to get this out with something. This is where you need like tongue depressor things. Those craft sticks. See if I can get this out with. Oh, maybe. Hang on. How perfect would this be if it will reach? Yeah, so this has gotten like old and the consistency of acrylic paint out of the tube. It's about to go in the garbage. Yeah, it's pretty thick. Not going to make it, is it? Let me see. Actually, and this feels like, I mean, it does feel, other than a few skins. Let me check it out. Don't throw out your paint. Test it out first. Let's see what I can do with this. Oh man, that's that brown. Oh, that's a good color. No, it feels like paint right out of the tube. Put your lid on. You're still kind of usable. It's really dry. I like working with thick paint anyway. Sometimes smell like a chocolate. Yeah. Yeah, I sometimes paint does have a smell. How you doing, Erica? What have you been doing? I have a message. I need to get back to you about the doll clothes. I have been meaning to answer you, but what I wanted to do was figure out how to. I need to send you a photo of my doll. I don't think my doll is a Barbie. She's maybe a weird size, and I was going to send you a photo, but I think I have your email address. Actually, I think I do. I can't remember. But you had messaged me on, and maybe even able to send a photo on Etsy as well. So I may just do that. But I can't buy anything this month. I have to wait till next month to get my doll clothes. But I have a sweet little baby doll, like a little Barbie-sized doll, who needs some clothes. I just really want to fix at least one of them up. Because I think I would like to, do it and put it with a good Santa. Because she's that cute. So I bought some Santas one year that are very realistic looking. Oh my gosh, almost scary realistic. And so, hey, well, don't reindeer have like well, deer? There's just deer. Their little noses are kind of beige around their face too. I hadn't seen a deer in a while. So I'll tell you a good deer story. I always got good stories. All right, so we had a doe that was hanging around our house. All the neighbors were like seeing, and we have our road's probably about half a mile long maybe, and so all the neighbors were seeing this deer, and it was her, and the same one. She's very doesn't care, she just comes to see you. And she showed up and someone had come over to my house, and we're all standing outside talking, and that doe shows up, and she sees my dog, and my dog walks right up to her, and she's fine, and she's just standing. And I was like, Dash, come here, Dash. Don't want to. She's really close to us, by the way. She's probably 50 yards away, maybe, and from 30 people standing there talking. So she, she's sniffing, totally ignoring us, and just sniffing of my dog. No big deal. And then I just got this bad feeling. I was like, Dash, come here. And I was trying to be real calm, not to stir anybody up. And I'm not kidding you, the minute Dash turned away, that deer came after her. It's our pawing at her. They do, deer are. I was like, no, don't come near my dog. Yeah, she's mean little heifer. Yeah, she just come on up in our yard like we'd be outside, sitting on the porch, and there she is, just grazing. Like, I don't know what happened with that deer. I haven't seen her. But she was a little bit too tame and a little bit too, yeah, that wasn't going to work, going after your dog like that. I really, are your eyes going to be this wonky? Oh, Jerry, no, not the wonky eyes. Don't do that. It's going to be the Santa all over again. You know what? I really like that eye. Why do you do that? Why is that a thing? You will paint one eye that you really like. So pick which one I like. And then you can't get the other one. Oh, yeah. Oh, you've been busy? Okay, yeah. I can imagine. Oh, that's the same jewelry box? I thought you were making a new one. That one was just about done. That is gorgeous. That is a very amazing box you're doing. I just love it. So I gotta clean this up. I think I like this other eye better. I'll kind of get some of this paint off, so I don't have that edge. Lol. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I don't know what I've done. I had to go back to the crow because I'm losing my feelings are getting hurt by this deer. Don't be bad. Oh, and I see that's a cute eye now. I can get the other eye to match that one. We'll see. Oh my gosh, killing me. I'll work on that later. Go ahead and do his antlers on here. I did them all the same color. So when I was growing up, I had a pet raccoon. My dad was he had a timber company, and he was a forester, and he was out, they're cutting down some trees, and one of the workers said, hey, we took down a tree, and it's got some baby raccoons, so my daddy brought them home, and we had 3 of them. So we bottle fed them, and then we gave them to just a couple of friends, to finish bottle feeding, because it's a lot of work, by the way, not easy. And they throw up a lot, turns out. So they were kind of hard little babies. So we kept Raquel, and yeah, so I had a raccoon for when I was a little girl. She's great. And when she grew up, we turned her loose, but she still kind of hung around. You know how raccoons are. You know how raccoons are. They're opportunists. So she just was fun. It's an experience, I'll tell you that. They're not dogs. But she hung out with our dog and all that kind of stuff. She thought she was kind of pettish for a while, but she wilded back. She got wild again. And anyway, that was my raccoon story. And we had snakes, and we had, living on a pond. We had a lot, turtles and fish to play with. I always had animals. I only had lots of things, lots of turtles. Anybody else collect wild animals from outside? Little trade. Let's see. We got either anyone going after my muffin either. Oh, I know, right? I mean, Muffin's. I don't know. Muffin would probably take that deer. I don't know. She's pretty bossy. But I just think it was so unexpected. I think Dash is my bigger dog now. She's the border collie mix, and she is, she's supposed to be a lab mix, a retriever mix. We'll call her that, a retriever mix. And I said she's not a retriever. She's a take awayer or keep awayer. Anytime she gets a toy, she won't let you have it. And the weirdest thing, I'm telling you, I went out on my porch, and she's been taking toys outside. It's been a while since we have a really nice day, and she's been dragging her toys outside. Now we have an area that's about a yard that's about 2 acres. Let's call the backyard about an acre, and she has put all the toys in the same 5-foot area. It's creepy. Like, why are you doing that? But I might give him a little air them out a little bit. I don't know what that was about. Like, Dad, you're scaring me. I don't know. It's inside. I'm going lighter. I'm gonna say my little ear's gonna be lighter on the sides. At my lake house, I have a deer called Dumpy, because he came out of my brother's dumpster. He has a roll-off dumpster business, and somebody was cleaning out a camp, and they put this the saddest looking mount I've ever seen. And he's all crooked. His face is crooked. His eyes are uneven. He's so ugly. God love him. Anyway, call him Dumpy. And he is, I love him. I think he's awesome because he's so weird looking. But I took off the back mount. He was like on a, what do you call, plaque, those things. And so I took that off because it had gotten water damaged over the years. Just looked terrible. So I pulled it off, and when I did, the original mount under that was just a mount that just came out of the wall. It didn't have a thing on it. It had, I think it was 1930 something is when it was done. So that explains why he's so weird looking. It just, technology's changed when it comes to, doing that kind of stuff. Which I can't think of what it's called. It'll come to me. Taxidermy. Oh, he's looking like a bear. I'm gonna watch it. He's gonna look like a bear if I'm not careful. A bear with antlers. Anyway. Ta-da! This paint's sucking in fast. I will tell you that. And then, so I got so many little things to work on. I may be live later with somebody. If somebody I know goes live, give me a, message, and I may come on with you. Instead of work on my computer. I could work on my computer, though, and be live. And griping. So, yeah, I was kind of sad. That was not good. The whole thing with the computer, not fun. And I am resourceful, I look it up. I look up everybody who's got a complaint. I run those things. If they say, do this, do that, and I run it, and I take this off. And one of the things I was doing, I know a lot of people do, and at the time I needed to catch up on that, this was on my old laptop, and that was to put everything on a hard drive, like a little portable hard drive, instead of putting it on my computer. It was taking up a lot of space, but it became one of those housekeeping things, It was just like, oh, I gotta do that, and you don't do it. And if you have not really gotten into making a whole lot of videos, you're just doing lives and stuff like that, you're good. But man, if you make a lot of videos and you don't keep that off, it will get very hectic in a hurry. So that had happened, and then I had to what color was I using? Was it this? It wasn't this color. It wasn't wild rice. It was flesh, wasn't it? No, don't do this, Jerry. Hello. No, here it is. The colors are so close. So yeah, that's just housekeeping you got to do, and I got behind on it. So I think my computer was fine. I think my problem was that I did not have enough. I was trying to do the storage thing, too much storage, using it up, and it was killing it. And then I put, I was trying to put it on the hard drive, and I set it up to go on like overnight because it was taking some time. I had a lot of movies. I had a lot of stuff. I've been deleting best I could. So anyway, I did that, and it didn't take the movie. It only took some of the movies, and it said this movie wasn't doing it. Hey, Annie's back. I'm still griping about my computer, but I've told a lot of stories since then, Annie. Just want you to know, lots of stories. But I'm back to the computer. So I backed up. Oh, you know what? Some of y'all can answer me this if you get a chance, what you do. But I was backing everything up on this thing, and I set it up to go like overnight so it could run. It did not take all the movies. Well, then I was trying to figure out which movies it did. And y'all, I was going to have to go through every single thing I've ever tried to put on there and sort it out. And I said, I don't have time to do this. And I actually sat outside on my back porch, got me something to drink, just thought I'd chill for a while and try to do that, and it was not happening. That's how messed up those files had gotten. So not everything went through, and so I tried to run it again where I was watching it to see what was not going through, and I noticed there's a problem. That was problem number one. I told my husband, I said, okay, this is a problem. I can't get it to all transfer over. It's, it's shutting down. It's doing all this. And my computer was crashing. Oh my gosh. So I just had so much to learn. It was not a fun education. But my husband thought, well, what would solve it was to get a computer that has a higher, more whatever, that could handle making movies on. And it hisses and the fan is going constantly. So I can't do voiceovers. And I tried to do a voiceover with a mic, and I sound like I'm on helium. And then so it sounds like this, I don't know why. Need a better mic. So I got to buy a new mic. So at what point, my question is to everyone, what point do you just don't want to spend the money on it? You don't want to invest more money on something you're not going to, this is why I use it. I don't know what to do. So I said, don't buy it yet. Don't go buy a new mic. I want to figure out what's going on with my computer first. So I actually had a friend on it. So she was looking up stuff. And so we kind of maybe figured out what's wrong. I just hadn't had a chance to sit down with it and run this to see if this is what the problem is. But it was really interesting what she found. I may have unknowingly have my new, because we uploaded, like a new version of iMovie. And I like iMovie, but right now, no, I really don't. But in doing so, it may be automatically set to have a high resolution, like almost 4K resolution screen that you're looking at in order to video and to see your stuff. And that might be the problem. Does that sound familiar? Has anyone had that problem? Let me know. So who's here? Jay. Up there, I thought I saw. Bimby Sim, Joy Box, yeah, Muffin. Let me see where I'm at. Oh, okay. Rainbow said, no, wild animals from me. Muffin is 20-pound Shih Tzu of killer. She is. I'm sorry, I just saw that. She attacked my aunt. You told me about the ant story. Oh, because she tried to steal her pizza. No, a Muffin wasn't wanting it until my aunt tried to take it. All right, so that is so funny. My friend has this cat that she has saved from the brink of death. He had cancer. He has cancer. I mean, I guess she's constantly taking him to specialists, make sure he's okay, or to the regular vet, just to make sure he's still in remission. Anyway, so he had, I guess, leukemia, I'm thinking. But he survived this ordeal of chemo and all that kind of stuff. And he's the meanest dinkum cat ever, but he's kind of fun. He's really beautiful. He's one of those, I almost don't even know, I almost say like forest cat, some Norwegian forest cat or some weird name. He's beautiful. But he's funny. She tells me funny stories about that cat pretty much every day. She takes him for a walk, and he loves his walks. But if it's time to come home, he's not happy, and he'll go after. He doesn't want to go in. And I'm like, this cat. Well, this is the latest on Odin and Loki. Now Loki's chilled out in his old age, or her old age, but she was pretty crazy too for a while. But Odin has taken to the puzzle table, and that's his puzzle, and no one else can get on and work on the puzzle. He'll attack you if you try to get, I don't think mean. I think it's just what cats do. Well, they'll paw at you and stuff, and he has a little bit of claw on him. So yeah, I just think that's hilarious. Cat is running the show over there. So I'm having a double coat because I should have primed. Yeah, I should have. In fact, I think what I'm gonna do, I have sealer. I'm putting all my wood before I paint, because I'm going to put so many coats on here. Hey, Jay's here. Hey, how are you doing today? Oh, thank you. I'm working on my little reindeer. This is one of my ornaments I'm doing for 12 Days of Christmas. It's coming up, but I'm also trying to work them into a Santa. So I really want to be good with that. Yeah, I'm putting wood sealer on from now on, because this is going to suck up paint, so much paint. I'm trying to get this little dried up piece of ornament done. Yeah, so that's, even my brown's looking really dull again. Get some more layers on here. And you know what? This is thick paint. This is that paint I said is about the consistency of something coming out of a tube, and it's still doing it. But then again, I'm going to do a little bit probably antiquing or something, so probably not going to matter that it's lighter. So, but I've got a whole bunch, Jay, I have a whole bunch of little ornaments that I pulled out that I've had since the 90s. Yeah, like really since we moved there in 94, so late 90s, when because I have a lot of hoard from whenever the Ben Franklin's went out of business down in Del Rio. All right. What else? Let that little baby dry. Give him a break. He has been through the ringer now. Anyway, so I have all these things that I was going to work. So I started these 100 years ago. I started those, and we were living in Bossier. My husband was stationed at Barksdale Air Force Base from 90 to 94. So that's how old those are. I think so. I don't think these all came from... I'm pretty sure that these actually came from somebody. It was selling these at a craft show, and I bought some. But I think that's where those came from. It's been a long time. I have a little bit of a memory of that. No remember everything about my children, but I surely remember that kind of stuff. All right, you're not in a good place. You're going to get splattered with some paint where you are. I don't know if y'all saw, I was working. Did I work on him? I think I worked on him during Robin's show. Yeah, so I painted his face. And he just needs, like, his eyes done, the clear eyelashes. And so I think he needs some more spray, actually. I haven't finished him as far as that goes. Oh, and so then, while I was digging through stuff, I found another truck. Now, this is what's so cute, and I got to find him a tree. I'm still looking for a smaller tree. Yes, I had my old beat-up truck, and look, I got a new truck. I know, with hair all over it. Isn't that adorable? I got to make those. I got to make those into some tier tray thing. But I have to go find him a tree. And yes, I've got lots of trees. In fact, I just got some recently. More trees. You know, I probably should put another coat of brown on this thing before I give it up. And work on my bird. This is how I work in my studio, though. It's the drawing. Robin, this is how I do it, honey. This is what I do. I just have a lot of things going at once so that other things can dry. Or you will get obsessed with something and you can't let it go. And you'll start trying to work on it while it's still wet. And it's hard. It's going to make really doing some of these videos a lot harder too. So my little DIYs, I never really have a lot of footage for what I did because I'm out here doing it in that technique. Hey, what are you doing? Coming to see me? My dog's coming in. Hi, baby. This is the little girl. This is the little. My dogs are out guarding the world. I think my dogs are so funny. They have their spots that they like, and one of the places they like is this one area off of our driveway. If you have dogs, you probably know this area. This sandy. It's like the only place that we cannot get anything to grow. There's no reason. We don't know why it's sandy. We're not even sandy country here. We're clay. Why is there sand? And the only thing I can think of is maybe back in the day, someone had something there and they put a bunch of sand, back before we bought the house, and they just had a lot of sand that they had put down for something. Like, I don't know why you would have sand there. But we had, and I know there was a swing here when we bought the house. There was a tire swing and the big old pine tree, but the pine tree died. It got hit by lightning. So many of my trees have been hit by lightning. So yeah, we lost our tree and our little cute little swing. And then for some reason, that area, there's just sand everywhere. And that is the problem. That's where my dogs like to be. And then what do? Yep, they bring it right in the house. Yep. It's a house dogs. House dogs will kill you. Make your life hard. But they're fun. They're my buddies. Either you're a house dog person or you're not, right? I think the funniest story, and I know I've told it, I just feel like I've told this story, but it's just such a funny story. If you know hound dogs, like I know hound dogs, if you know how bad a hound dog smells, hound dogs just have their smell. They're like German Shepherds. We had a German Shepherd. We had a lab. They all have their smells, and Ceci, her tiny little self, body doesn't smell, but her feet, there's some nasty, those are bad feet. They're bad. So she, anyway, this friend, her son bought a bird dog, some kind of hound, for hunting. And she felt so bad for that dog, for that thing being outside, she'd go get it and bring it in the house. She didn't want that hound dog. So that hound dog was always in the house, and it was just cracked me up because it was a house dog. Hound dogs are just not house dogs. They like to be, outside. But this one liked being in the house, that's for sure. And it smelled like a hound dog. All right. Which is the smell of love. I know. If you love your dog, that is what I call the smell of love. All right, so he's looking love. He's not quite together. I can't get him all. The symmetry is so off today. Why is that a thing with me? I can't get anything working. Yeah, so every job, little project, you think, oh, this will take me 10 minutes to put together. I've been working on it for an hour. Now 39 minutes. Pretty much started this at 3. And I'm not even done. Not even done. And I say give things time to dry. These are not drying. They're just soaking in the wood. That's different. I try to keep these up so you can see them, but my camera's in a bad spot. Four coats later. Yeah, everything's getting sealer on it now. Does that help? Let me know. I just have it's like a clear product. I want to say it's by, may even be a plaid product that's just a wood sealer. And it's something I got probably at Rolling Hills. Came in a bag of art supplies. Actually, this one's looking pretty good. He's got lots of paint on it. All right, got your little parts everywhere. Hit you a little bit right there. Well, this one's going to be really sweet. My little doll parts over here. Okay. Oh, I hope I don't need you again because I'll never find you. Now, we're going to talk about something different. So one of the things I did on the live show, and I don't think I'd started on them, was I was patching up Santa, so I did get him finished. Yeah, he's all cool looking. So he's kind of... Oh, I'd have to I need to touch up his boots. I was going to do that when I had the blackout, and I forgot to do it. Another thing. Try to remember this time. Gotta hang him up. Hang on a sec. And I got this little thing patched and this little broken thing fixed. I can tell which one I did though, because the red wasn't as red. I wish I had paint on my hands. Okay. So my paper clay has dried out. I didn't know that the other day. That's my problem. I mean, I should use it first of all, but I had it double bagged, but it's probably hundreds of years old. So I haven't worked. I know this is going to come off on my stuff, isn't it? I haven't really worked with adding water to this. Has anyone tried that? Let me know if that works. Let's see. Treasure by Nancy. Craft supplies are like our children. I have not taken good care of this child, Nancy. This is abuse. I have abused this one, but I will keep it around forever. It's got to be pretty bad before I'll throw it out. I will figure something out. But yeah, it's pretty dry, like crumbly dry. So can I just add water to it? Oh no! Whoa. What have you done? Box under my... Oh man, Maleficent, you're gonna get crushed. Maleficent just fell on the floor. Sorry, chick. Yeah, so it's like seriously crumbly. I'm looking for something. I have things. What about this? I have these things. Oh, here they are. Y'all, they're right in front of me and I can't find them. That's bad. I'm going to see if this will work. I'm making a mess. So I'm just going to add some water to this. If y'all know if this is going to work or not work, let me know. Because this is fixing to get bad. Trying to estimate how much of this I'll need for that face. I don't think I need a whole lot. But I was able to reconstitute that clay that I had, and it worked out. I mean, it cracked because I got it too wet. Oh, and doesn't paper clay crack? It isn't one that does, it cracks easily. Oh, I just hate that. Probably not want to put too much water, that's for sure. Yeah, try to get organized back here. If you see my airing, see my pile back here. You can kind of see what I got on the floor now. Where's my pencils? Pencils. I kick my stuff over. Just kick pencils everywhere. Okay, so I have some water. I brought extra water. I have this really cool water bottle that I brought out here, and now I don't know where to put it. So I have to just deal with ugly old jar. Just gonna try this, see what happens. And I got so many interesting tools. I'm probably gonna use a fork. One of my many tools in my shop, a fork. So let me know. The only clay that doesn't crack, or I know the foam clay. So my concern, and I'd like to know more about, how long has that been around? And Andy, how long has it been, like the oldest thing you've done? How long does it stay? You know, whatever. Like, have you noticed any problems with it whatsoever? So Jake, I can't wait to see this sexy. Oh, she is so adorable. I really enjoyed her. I mean, Maleficent and I, we've had her times. She just has her own way of doing things. But that doll has been fun. I mean, her outfit is hilarious. Oh, yeah. She'd be sexy. She's sexy cute. I didn't make her like creepy sexy. That's a new term. It's creepy sexy. I mean, like, you know, like over the top. I kept her cute. Well, I started using it this year. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm a little skeptical to know more about it because I've had bad experience. Like I said, that sound I did, he's, you know, everything. He held up. The Sculpey held up, man. Check it out. But, you know, the paint kind of peeled off. But the biggest thing was that the glue I used, yellow, that's just branded glue. Okay, so this kind of looks normal. It looks like it's supposed to look, right? See? So what I have done in the past, I have paper mache, and I had built up the face because it doesn't crack. That's what I actually had started sculpting him with the other day. But when the paper mache dries, it's got a lot of texture, and it comes out looking like this. So you get all this texture when it dries. But what I did on I love to use this as my example, my shrunken head, because he's awesome. When I did shrunken head, I came back with this watered down, and I made sure all the cracks were filled, and I got it really smooth. So I got this really good effect, and it doesn't crack. I know, but see, and the paint it here is really well. Wow. All right, so we're talking. Andy and I are talking. If you're just a listener right now, so Andy Jones and I are talking about the clays, and she has been using this product by Plaid called foam clay, right? Just foam clay, and she does some cool stuff. Oh my gosh, I love it. So it looks really fun. I know Sculpey doesn't usually crack. Yeah, and when you're doing like this guy right here, he took a long time because you kind of look, he's like seams everywhere. But you build him up. You can only do maybe 1/4 of an inch at a time, and then have to refire him, you know, cook him a little bit. And then I had like a toaster oven that I was using out in my garage, and which is not helping, I'm sure. But I did that way because the smell. It smells really bad. And then I totally lost that Sienna. Where did I put him? Where did I put that Sienna? It needs a new face. I just saw him. Anyway, I found him. So I had to build him up. So he's a lot of he's made. First of all, he's got a pretty decent form out of. I don't know why. He's got a gum thing on the bottom. He's got like a foil. You know, pretty good built up foil, and he's probably like about 1/4 of an inch all over, and then I added the face on top of that. So he took some time to build up and do. Now this guy, I did, like I said, the name of the artist who did these faces was called Jana Southwick. I know it started with the J. I got the J right, and she made all these faces and did now I had these creepy eyes on mine. But if you saw him in an earlier video, okay, it took me like 5 tries to get his eyes on straight. Just saying. I need my clean water for my fingers. And there's his feet. Yeah, well, you'd be easier to work with anyway. Yeah, I took him off his stand. It didn't hold. But anyway, so Jana did these, and she was selling them in kits, and you would get like the feet and the hands and all that kind of stuff. But he didn't come with any hands. In fact, he was in bad shape when I got him. I got him for cheap because of that. But he was he's interesting. He's just really interesting. Now I will say this: I did put a lot of water in here. Yeah, that's what broke off his face. So Indiana Jones is asking if I have you ever used the cold porcelain? That is what he was, and it all broke off his face. And I'll give you another example. I have a couple that did stick to, but this was, I had started building this clown face or something I was going to do on a porcelain doll. It just it just popped right off, and it broke. You see where it broke right there, but his face actually cracked up and broke, so it didn't work. I hate using. I don't. Yeah, Sculpey's so nasty, but it is so the smell. So I have a whole bunch of Sculpey. I did a lot of stuff with it, just played around. Like I was trying to make toys and things out of it. In reality, I don't like it. I just do not like it. So it went bad. That was a bad investment. So what I do, anytime you're doing these, start with those cheeks. So I'm keeping his big old nose probably, but I'm building out his face so his nose isn't so big because I'm not digging the big nose. It's just not Santa enough for me. So I'm making him some big old cheeks. Now I know that I have made this really wet, so it's going to reduce by, at least 20%. So yeah, this thing broke. And I try to get two wads the same, but all together. And I hope you're not too wet. You're going to be really bad. Just kind of give him some eyelids. Now this is the part, because I need to see what I'm doing. I want to make sure I get some of this on, but I had to see what I'm doing too. So when my husband was here earlier, last Tuesday, we were trying to come up with, I'm going to get your boots, man. Come here. Oh my gosh. I said, I need a GoPro. I mean, I can't just sit here. I am all over the place when I work. So whenever I do work on something, I'm so behind here. We'll switch to OBS real quick. So let me see. I can get you on your stand so you won't fall, preferably. All right, so I've got to see what I'm doing, and I think he's in the picture now. You're going to be able to stand there and be in the picture. Let me shift some things around. Let me see. Nope, wrong one. Try a different angle. All right, so hang on, and I'm back to y'all. Let's see if this works. Oh, come on. All right, so we're gonna try this, and because I can't see what I'm doing. So these I got with my carving set that I found out people are using for paintbrushes, which is really interesting. So his eyes are buried right now. Oh my gosh, dude, let's find your eyes. Yeah, this is gonna be really hard to get up in here. So I'm basically, it's kind of wet. I don't think I should put as much water as I did. So I'm making it kind of big because I know it's going to kind of shrink up. I'm giving him a bigger face and hope it works. I think it's going to work regardless. Yeah, I got to put him where I can see. I can't share. You guys trust me on this. But you are going to see it takes a while to get this little face on here. I love doing this. I love sculpting faces. Oh my goodness. I think it's hilarious. I'm going to take stuff off. I got too much. And, well, I got this. I wonder if I'm going to go look at my bird. I wonder if I could do something more to my bird with some paper clay. Well, it says I made some. Oh, he's so mad. So here's why I love doing this. It doesn't take much to switch an expression. He looks so angry. And, all right, that ain't going to work. I got to get him in my lap. Am I down enough then? So I learned how to sculpt like okay, well, let's just refresh. Maybe you need to learn how to sculpt. I don't know about like me, because that's like a whole nother thing. Let me make sure he's in the picture real quick. Oh, he's kind of low. Okay. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit more. Maybe that'll help. And I'll just zoom in later. Yeah, so you'll start messing with their faces and and it's fun, y'all. Just try it. And this is the thing: if you just find one of these dolls, and you have paper clay and you have things like that, get it. Just play with it. You can't hurt it too much, because the more you just play with it. And I've used paint before. I used something like this. I actually used wet paintbrushes. I've used pencils. I've used anything I had to sculpt with. So just make it a little rounder. Yeah. Yeah, I'm working on that eye. I mean, but that is what's hilarious. He just goes through so many expressions as you're doing it, and you're trying to make happy eyes. And then you have to decide, do you want your Santa to be younger or older? I mean, he's got a white beard. Come on, he's got to be a little older. But how old do you want to make him? You know, you want him to have really good eyelids, or do you want him to have more like the fold, you know, the labial fold? No, that's this. Whatever. How many folds? How baggy you want his eyes? The laughing lines, all that kind of stuff. So, and this one over here is really smooth, and he's kind of cool too. So it worked, and I just drew the face. Come back up here. Oh no, I'm not picking him up because he's not attached to his head. He's barely attached to his body right now. I don't want his head to fall off. Yeah, so you just get in here and you play. Now I'm doing the thing again where I always go to the wrong eye first. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even tell you. You should always do your other eye, because you're going to block your eye when you do it. But I will tell you right now, from my experience, I will do these eyes 10 different ways before I get where I want them. Now, I'm going to have some really rough stuff right now, because I can come back and smooth it out later. And make that smile, you got to kind of get up under here and kind of you push this up, kind of like you were really smiling. Yeah, he's smiling. This stuff is so soft to work with. But I will do this, and then I'll make like a layer and hope it doesn't crack too much, because I don't know about this stuff. So I don't want to get too committed to all the details. And then when that dries, I can come back in and I can clean it up and do some stuff like that. But kind of move that around your face. All right, and then his little smile. I'm gonna move it away from his nose, because I want to. I think I want to try to save that nose. I like it. I like the nose. It's a nice. I think I'll put maybe a ball, make it a little bit more of a ball nose instead of a pointy nose. We'll see if it sticks. Yeah. So you want to kind of lift this up right here for the smile, and then you know he's gonna have a big old mustache, so you really don't have to worry about all this stuff down here. You can take that off. So he is going to be definitely 24-hour drying at the rate he's going, because he's wet. And then I can come, you can sand on this stuff, right? I mean, this is the stuff. You say, false. Yeah, yeah. But he's what's going to make him cute. Yeah, it's always good to do this eye first and then do the other, because as I make this eye, I'm going to not be able to see that eye. I know. Why can't I figure that out? How many years I've been doing this? There's just something instinctive about going to this eye first. And so I'm taking some more, because that'll smooth it and make him a little bit younger, just a little bit. But yeah, you wouldn't and I bet when I start doing him, I'm going to see his eyes are going to pull a Marty Feldman on me and be looking two different directions. Gotta love Marty Feldman. He was great. That guy's awesome. He was funny, and you know, he's very unique. But you can't say crooked eyes with, you know, like, especially with dolls, without referring to Marty Feldman. He's famous. And if you're young and you don't know who Marty Feldman is, then you have to watch Young Frankenstein. If you haven't watched Young Frankenstein, you hadn't lived. Live the life. Live the adventure, right? And watch some Young Frankenstein. And you know, I used to watch that at Halloween. I didn't watch it this year. Another thing. I didn't do all the stuff that I normally do. Okay, so let me tell you about these eyes. These eyes actually came from the Ben Franklin cell. And they're weird. But they are just like my daddy's eyes. And my son's eyes are just like my daddy's. But something about these particular eyes, I know you just saw the really creepy version. I'll have to do a close-up photo. They look like an older person's eyes. And they don't know why. I don't know what. Or they could look like a baby's. There's some, you know. But they just, like a babies, like a little babies. They just have this beauty to them. And they're tiny. Ugh. They were so small, and they weren't cheap, even on sale. And I was like, I bought every one they had, but it was weird. I mean, just the weirdest eyes. But they do, every time I work with them, it just reminds me of my dad. My dad passed away years ago, like 10 years ago. So, yep. But those eyes, those blue eyes, and my son has the same, just, I call them denim, just look like a pair of blue jeans. Just regular pair of blue jeans. All right, did way too much on that. I'm not going to make your eyes that baggy. Who has the time to do what? Live the event. I know. Yep. Now, this is an adventure. So I will tell you this funny story. This is my funny story of the day because I haven't told enough, right? I think this is going to be the funniest. So I just dealing with all the stress of my computer and all that. And I've dealing with like my stomach thing, my, diverticulitis and what to do with that. And I've been trying these things. I'm trying people. So I've been doing the 12-hour, fast, like don't eat for, like the last meal of the day, don't eat for 12 hours until your next meal. And then not to snack. I'm a snacker, y'all. I can like not eat a meal. I'd rather snack 10 times a day. But what that does apparently is cause your stomach, your guts never get a break. They just never. And I was sick, guys. I was really sick, so I had to wisen up. So I'm trying to give my gut a rest, taking probiotics, doing all that good stuff. But I said, okay, I'm just not sleeping. I'm building up a lot of cortisol, a lot of cortisol, because I'm not sleeping well and all that good stuff. So I was looking up transcendental meditation. Yeah. But here is what I think. I haven't transcended. Nah. But I don't meditate. I don't think I can. I would have to literally go to a school and learn how to meditate. I can't just pick this up because oh my gosh, you did it again. The pole came out of your head. I think this is going to be an ongoing problem with this particular doll. I fixed his other pole and now he's got another pole coming out of his head. Anyway, getting back to Does anybody meditate? Let me know. Who has the time? Okay, that's the answer to something else, but who has the time to meditate? Actually, Annie, that's a good answer for what I said. I find that when I craft, I'm talking a lot now, but when I'm crafting, I'm like zoned. I'm in the zone. And you do feel maybe a little bit meditative. You're just kind of, I think that's meditation. I can't either. I can't transcend. That's my problem. I need to transcend. And it's all good when everything's going well until you start working on Maleficent and nothing's going right. And you're like, why are you doing this to me? But even with her, when you see her finished product, you're going to go, wow, she looks great. You're going to say that because you're nice, because that's the kind of people you are. But in reality, yeah, I could have quit. I could have quit on her because I'm saying, you're not doing what I want you to do. So I'm just quitting. And I didn't do that. I just said, okay, that's not what you want to be, apparently. So we'll try something else. And I kept trying. And that, I kind of got out of it. I wasn't meditating at that point. Believe me, that was not meditating. But I do feel like when I'm working on something like this, I get into that zone, and you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't have time to meditate. And they say, okay, well, here's the story. So the cortisol buildup, cortisol's bad, so bad, is that sleeping reduces about, 10% of your cortisol or something, but meditating can do up to like 30 to 40% of the cortisol that you store up in it's everything, it's all in your gut, messes up your gut. Oh my goodness. The things Jerry has to learn. Yeah, sometimes your creations, I know, they do. No, I mean, seriously, Maleficent, we're not, she's scaring me. She's just in control. Ever since I started drawing her, she and I were just, I don't know. These dolls, they're scary. If you ever were scared of dolls, you should see the ones I work with. There are some scary dolls. But it's like even with my other dolls, I'll start drawing a face. I learned, don't go in with any kind of preconceived idea what you're going to do. Just do it. Just start doing it. And I think a lot of the crafters who do that, I noticed they're doing that. They're kind of like in that. And that's why, I think Annie, that's one of the things with, Annie's a good testament to that. She comes home and then you go craft. because it is your meditation. I mean, I know that's weird, but if you do it, you know what I'm talking about. I barely sleep. See, I don't either. And I don't know, and I know part of it's the fibromyalgia, because when I get into bed, I said I was going to talk about this today because this is like the worst. This is not the funny story, by the way. So when I'm doing this, I'm in pain. Just so you know, I'm in pain, but I'm not thinking about it because I'm busy and I'm doing something, and it's okay. But all this, the minute I get into bed, I have nothing else to do but think about the pain, and I have to really work through that, and it's hard. But it's like all day's pain catches up with you, and it keeps me up at night. I mean, it wakes me up at night. Even that's weird, that it actually wakes you up at night. Okay, I got a kind of happy face here, but see, this guy, he's not happy. We're not going to talk about bad things anymore. We're going to talk about good things, and then you'll be happy. I swear, that's what's happening. See, I start talking about negative, and look at his face. It's looking back. Yes. You know what? Hard to do after a long commute home. Oh, so I used to commute to work, and I remember, man, I mean, there's some benefits to commuting, because you get to kind of find a way to unwind on your way. But yeah, I mean, you want that energy when you get home to do the other stuff that you want to do too. You don't want to be totally unwound. And you have something to look forward to when you get home too, though. And you got a great job. I mean, for the most part, it's a job. But jobs have their jobs, and it's when you're on your way home and all that, you do kind of like get some time to reflect. But yeah, my commute wasn't very long. It was maybe 20-30 minutes, but still, it was me decompressing on the way home because I was teaching. But no, I love my job. I love teaching at that job. This was a job in when I was in Texas, and I did love that job. But I was exhausted at the end of that day. And I remember I would try to come home and do some like craft stuff or draw or something. But all right, we're gonna smile you up right now. We're gonna give you a little wrinkle, a little thing right there, a little happy line. Yeah, you like that? Can you do that? And we're gonna get that cheek. We're gonna bring this cheek up a little bit more. That looks a little bit happier. You do. You're looking saggy, Santa. Oh, you know what? He's coming. He's getting there. He's getting there. He'll be okay. Yeah, okay, but yeah. And get some of these. These are fun. These are so fun. He's on the road. Oh no, I hate that. I like it when you spell Miami. That you're Miami. That is it really? I'm sorry. Okay, that's not good. Well, I'll have they at least pay you for that stress. No, that's not good. That traffic, I couldn't stand it. I drove country roads on my way back to work. Back home. So I was okay, except for the deer. And then I was also the cheerleader thing, so I was there late, But then I had, because I was the cheerleader sponsor, I also had to stick around for games, and it was exhausting. But I didn't have fibromyalgia then. I was young. But my, it's hard at night. I don't sleep enough. So yeah, looking into back to my funny story, transcendental meditation. And if anybody does that, let me know how to do it and what I do. Yeah. And if it was a way, and I feel the most like crafting. I kind of like the bag on that eye better. That crafting is definitely a wonderful way to get into a zone that nobody, unless you're an artist or a crafter or whatever, you really understand. Or some kind of musician. Somebody's doing something maybe artistic. Maybe it's just an artistic thing. I don't know. But the details that you can get with these weird little tools, and I got a bunch of them because I bought some recently at the half price sale. By the way, I gotta take something back to Michael's, and I don't want to go because I'm gonna spend money. Not Michael's, Hobby Lobby, not Michael's. But these things are great. They are so cool for carving. I've tried painting with them, and they're fine. But let me tell you. But look how I'm gonna get him a little bit closer now. Do you see how just the subtle movements of this changes the face completely? And we need to make you happy. You look a little distraught. You look a little angry, Santa. What did I say to you that made you so mad? I'm so sorry. I'm always tired. Yeah. That's the other thing. And I listen to we get on there with Robin who's up all night, and just kind of listen to everybody's voices, and that's kind of soothing. It's weird. And I'm trying on the side though, I'm trying to catch up with some of my other videos and just trying to do stuff on the side too. I hate that. But when I'm ready to really relax, I will just sit there and listen to the little conversation that's going on, and it's fun. That's fun. It is relaxing. You got to find something. That's for sure. It'll kill you. But yeah, cortisol is really bad for Alzheimer's and all. You'll get all early. Yeah, don't let that stuff build up. He just seems worried. I think he is. It's okay. You're going to get there. We're going to be fine. But I was making the Santa gourds because it's all about the face. It doesn't matter what you do with the rest of the body. You got to get the clothes. That face has got to speak to you, you know. And somebody goes, well, were you doing any Santas? And I was like, no, because I really haven't been in the mood, if you know what I mean. So much. But these are I'm going to kind of over-exaggerate his wrinkles on this side to see if that helps his little face. Come on, we're going to get them cheeks up, buddy. I love these things. So what I was doing before, I was actually using like a wet brush, pencils, any kind of tool I had, and this is sort of taking the place. So you don't have to have these silicone tools, but they sure are fancy. Their fanciness is kind of fun. All right. And then you have to do the thing where you have to look down their nose to see, oh yeah, one cheek's sticking out more than the other. Gotta work on that. You are going to be a little cutie patootie when I get through with you. You need more cheek over here. Good thing I have lots of extra material to move around. Why do you have that? Well, you don't need that right there. Let me take that back because your beard's going to go there. So the other thing I try to do too is to keep as least amount of material between where the beard is going to go, actual glue to the porcelain. And I don't want material there because what if it pulls away from the porcelain? So, you know, you just want to keep that porcelain as clean as... He's got this mustache that everything, you know, it's going to stick. I don't have to worry about that. And I am going to put another mustache. I don't want this one. Bible story. Oh, Abide is a night. Okay, let me go back to that. I listened to Abide at night. So he, I've seen that advertised. I think that's the one. Is there another one, or is that like a bunch of different ones? But I think I've heard that. What, is James Earl Jones doing that? I had the Bible by James Earl Jones, and I listened to that like years ago. And I would fall asleep to it, and it'd be so bad because I wouldn't like go back and pick it up. I just wherever I was, so I kind of skipped some of the Bible parts. Sorry, I'd kind of heard some of those stories before. It's just, yeah, that was very soothing. I used to listen to audiobooks a lot because you know what? It's not enough that I have fibromyalgia. I also have ringing in my ear, and I've had it for a long time, and that's some cray right there. So you have to have some kind of white noise going on all the time anyway. But I don't know if this is a fibromyalgia thing or if it's just me. But I have I call them surges, and it's like all of a sudden I just have all this pain, just like all my nerves just go completely nuts at one time. And you're like, in the middle of the night, not fun. It will wake you up. And you're like, I had to get up and walk around and kind of get my blood flowing. I don't really quite know what it is. Anybody a doctor out there knows what that's about? Let me know. Well, Annie, I want us to do a show. I want us to do a thing. Are we going to have time this week, or are you crazy busy? Let me know. All right, so this one's a little bit more sticky-outy. A lot of this I got to let dry to figure it out, and I can always patching. You're not happy. What are we going to do? We're going to work on that face. I want you happy. So, all right, babe, I need a happy subject to talk about other than this, because this is obviously not working for Santa. He's not liking the conversation. He is getting the sad look on his face. But I always get a kick out of I would do like 40, 50 Santas, for a show, and people would look at their faces, and they just had to have that face that appealed to them, that was the right face. And I say, I totally get it. But there would be, and some of them I would like their faces more than others. It's not bad, you know. Wouldn't like, oh, gotta change that face. They're all exactly the way I want them. Sometimes I had let those Santas just be what they wanted to be. Kind of like Maleficent. All right, my thumb is so dry. It's pulling on it. Let's see. Thursday night, maybe Sunday. Sunday night would be better. Different readers, Mel. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. The Bible stories. Yeah. Good. What? All right. I have 2 wedding anniversaries. I have the one where we actually got married. We eloped, and my mother-in-law wanted us to get married. I think I've talked about this before. Sorry, I don't have many stories apparently, but yeah. So we had to have a wedding, and we have that one. But we always forget one of them, you know, and so we tend to forget the one that's the actual anniversary, and then we hope to remember. I don't know what's wrong with us. We just don't. I don't know. It's terrible. It's a terrible thing. But sometimes we remember both of them. It's just weird. But we don't plan anything. I think that's part of it. We, you know, we're not these people who go, all right, so this year for our anniversary, we're going to go to Tahiti. Whatever. We just don't do that kind of stuff. So that kind of makes you forget what's going on. Of course, I don't know what day it is out the day. Yeah, he's getting like, we're going to do something with this because you know how to smile. You know how to get that smile going. I think it's my problem with him. It's his mouth is already so down. He was very sad looking anyway. He has this look like, duh. And I'm working with the downturned mouth that it won't show when he's got a beard. But I think that's part of my problem is that his face, I can't get that uplift. Because I'm looking down at that sad face, that mouth all the time. Dude, we're going to cover up that mouth or something. Because we know all the tricks to get you to smile. Why aren't you doing it? All right, I can literally do this all day. If somebody said you had an hour to do this, I would not even. Oh, see, what is happening today? I think there's a live stream now. Let me check it out. Let me in a premiere. It may be 5 though. I thought I was going to wrap it up before now because I wanted to watch. I just got to check my time. Hang on, I can't find nothing. So my notifications aren't popping up. I have to search for it. So I think, Robin, are you still on here? I doubt it. She's probably gone. So she was going to have reason for the season. Oh, no. No, that was that one. Okay, never mind. It's had the wrong time set for that. All right, I'm good. We'll double check one more time. Yeah, so I had the wrong time on her. I don't know why I had the wrong time set for her thing, her premiere. So I'm gonna look at something really quick and see if this is what's blowing my mind. Let me get you a beard material. You look a little happier. Now you look creepy. You're just looking creepy. Where's this one? Okay, so eyes need to come down on the sides, right here. And you want that little bit, you want this thing right here to kind of go up. That's one thing, and I think that's why I lost this eye, because it's kind of creepy. And that needs to come down more on the sides to make that little moony shape. And that could come up a little bit. Is that gonna make you look a little happier? And then you gotta do this part right here, which is hard to do with his nose the way it is now. Because one of the things, like your nose gets wider when you smile. He's kind of got a narrow nose. I can't really pull away. So I can pull it away. And then up. Lift that up. And you don't want to get into all this because that's going to be covered up anyway. You kind of hate to sculpt it. But if sculpting it makes it happen, makes him look, okay, he looks a little happy. Please tell me that's happier. Please. He needs a break. Thank you for the hugs. All right. Okay. And yeah, so we'll talk about Thursday night is my other one. But yeah, I can do it. Since that's my regular night, let's do it Thursday because I know like Wednesdays are your regular night. It's not kind of live, or Friday. I don't know which is your regular night. Let's do it Thursday. I'll send you a message. We'll just do it Thursday with my, please tell me he's happier. Does he look happier? Anybody? smells like wet paper. All right, so we're gonna let you sit up and let that dry because you know it's gonna shrink up. This side needs to smoosh down on the sides. I got too much product on the side of your face. Let's get that off. Oh man, the more you mess with him, stop messing. All right, so while I've got this, what can I make? Oh, I want to know. Oh, I wanted to put some on his nose. Let me give him a little bit on his nose. So I'm gonna give him a ball on his nose right here. I hope this sticks because it's not going to have a whole lot on it. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not. I know. Oh, no, you're pointy. That pointy nose. Santa should have a little petite nose. No, I think most of my Santas have big fat noses, actually. All right. Deb, are you still out there listening? So I'm talking about Deb, but she's not listening. She may be listening. So Deb went shopping and she sent me some pictures. You can contact me through my email address is down in my page. My about me site is Gmail. It's just my name. Is it my name? Where's Happy Hoarder, right? I don't know what it is. Maybe my name. Anyway, it's in there. But she went shopping, and she at an estate sale, and she picked up some really cool Santas. See, that's just gonna make your nose too big, buddy. We're just gonna keep it on the end. I'm afraid your nose is just gonna get so big, and we won't like it. So let's get rid of all that. Nope, not gonna happen. Just keeping it like this. And we're gonna let that puppy dry, and you're gonna be kind of a day of dry. Oh, I need to figure this out. Got his head. So then, all right. So let me do what this is right here is paper mache. That's that stuff. The heart that's kind of textured, and I just put it there to build up that hole in his head that he had, and it shrunk. I can see some shrinkage on it. So, I mean, you can see like the seam where it all kind of came together right here. Most of this is not going to show up anyway because it's going to be in his hat. So I'm not really worried about this part, but I do want to recreate that little bit of a fold. And ideally, this would have been perfect candidate for the polymer, not polymer. What we call that? The cold porcelain, but it cracked, and I just don't want to go back to that. I'm not gonna buy it anymore because it's no shop, whatever I am, no spend. So I gotta use what I got. And once he's painted and everything, it's going to look great. I mean, you will not see the difference. I will sand it. This stuff does sand, the paper, clay, and all that. So, yeah, it'll be fine. He's got a lot of wrinkles up here. I want that bigger tool. I have like 6 of these tools now. I'm just stuck to 2 for some reason. I'll smush you in better. Yeah, I hate that he broke, but yeah, I got him. I knew he was kind of in bad shape when I got him. I didn't pay much for him, but shipping. This is back in the day. I've had this thing for years. I've had this thing. I want to say, oh my gosh, I think. No, there's no date on him. Y'all, I think I've had him for 20 years. For some reason, I think I've had him since we lived in Del Rio. For some reason, I don't know why. I'd go back. I may have pictures of him like on display from another year and figure it out from that. Because I did display him for a couple of years, even though it was broken. I kind of worked it in where you didn't see it, but I put his hat on a certain way and all that stuff. So he looked okay. Just broken, and he's weird little face. So I'm just gonna kind of recreate those wrinkles. You're just so crooked. Santa, really? That's a weird wrinkle you got. Hey, what are you doing, Sassy? Because it's like, he's got this one coming here, and then it goes into this one. And then he's got a line, though, that's crooked. I'm right in that V, too, man. I really have to fix that. But once again, if this doesn't work on his forehead, because that is some tedious little lines and stuff, I may just pull his hat down farther like I had it before. I just rather this be filled in. Yeah, I think I'm going to give this a break. It's very small area to try to cover in, and it's going to be hard because I don't want that line to be really obvious. Yeah, I can see you need to dry. Well, there she is. I don't know, dude. I don't know what we're going to do with this problem. I'm going to let that set up and sand on it or something later. Alright, so one of the ones I wanted to work on was my cute little bitty one. I'm going to do this. I need to get some hand wipes. I love this little guy, but we're going to de-beard him. Who I got left? Okay, got a few people. Oh no, the paint's coming off. But he has the cutest little eyebrows. Oh, I just pulled the paint off. So he is made out of why? I'm so sorry. It'll just come. I'll fix it. He is made out of polymer clay that's been, Sculpey. He's just like mine. That's why one reason I pulled mine out, because I knew he was exactly the same thing. Same things were happening. His beard just popped right off pretty much, and took paint with it, except for that spot right there. And he has a real fur hat, and I don't know what kind of fur they use. I was fixing to be bad, so I may have to replace it. Well, you have this fur. Oh, he does. He has fake fur. Oh no. Okay, so he has fake fur on his sleeves. That's fake. But this is real on his hat. And sorry, I keep forgetting he's glass. I set him down. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to lose this because it's going oh no, this is like vintage. It's got silk on the back. Oh no. It was like some collar or something. And it's bad. It's in bad shape. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to do that to you. Oh, I have like the minky guys. I've got the animals, I got some crazy stuff in my hoard, I'm saying. I still want to find a really big Santa to put that on. Yeah, that hair's a mess. This hat may have to get a total rethink. But that's... Yeah, that fur came off of some little piece of fur it's just falling apart. So he's gonna get a different kind of hat because I gotta get rid of that fur. It's just shedding so much. All right, I think I'm changing the color of his skin. I think that's that color, but I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit. Tessie, are you gonna stay with me? Aww. Okay, so the interesting thing is she didn't give hers a neck. She used the wood from the hang on a second, sorry. Let me get that glue off. You wonder why my nails are so bad. I always use them for tools. I know, I have all the stuff to get this out. I'm still using my fingernails. Oh, where is that thing? Because I had to reach for it. All right, you are a hot mess now. Officially. I gotta sand him. He's got so much little pieces of hair stuck in weird places. But I did want you to look at this sweet little sculpt she did. I am looking for a little piece of sandpaper. Oh no, I just knocked my leg off. Tools that carved. Alright, so I got this blade right here. I'm gonna try that. It's kind of dangerous looking, isn't it? Just pull all that paint anyway. I wish I had sandpaper handy. I took my sandpaper. So I got one sheet of sandpaper to my name. Come on. But I have like the sandpaper, You'll grab a sheet out of the pile and then you'll carry it around with you. Yeah, that's weird. That glue is on good. I mean, that paint's on good everywhere else. It's just right on that one line where that beard was. But she put all that little detail into that face. So she doesn't put a neck because she uses the wood from just to be the neck. And then the fur was all up on the wood so you couldn't see. A lot of hidden stuff. don't start taking some of these Santas apart because you see all the little tricks. One thing, I think his eyes are just way too out of the bottle blue. And I hate to say that expression. This is a wonderful little work of art, but the blue is so blue, like really dark. And in reality, you know, your eyes do lighten, and that dark color is just not a color on people. Nobody has eyes that color. So that's the thing. And what I'll probably do though is just take a little pencil and just give it a little bit more highlight, and I think that'll look cool. I hope. Well, I hope so. Or maybe use white. Maybe I'll come out with white for highlight. I may just use my white pencil. I think that'll be enough. Bringing in some more highlights on it. A little bit more over here. That way the dark blue that's showing is going to look a little bit more like shadows and or just dark areas of it. I don't know if you're going to see a difference. I see a difference. Hang on. I can see it. So I got my white. I think I'm going to kind of a little bit more. I'm not making him smile. Oh, we're going to need some big glasses for these. You know, I just kind of brighten them up a little, just a little bit. Because he's so tiny and his little color is so... I'm going to mix my this color that's called Apricot Cream. It's got a little pink in it with this flesh color that's called Flesh Tone. And we'll see what I come up with for his face. I have my little paper pal that I paint on around here. I paint everywhere. And I have my little cute things that I got to put paint on, and I still paint on paper. Oh, I should not have done that. Should not have stuck it in there. Don't stick your brush down in your paint like I just did. It is everywhere. I had a really cool scooper outer. Let me try this again. Now this color is which one's this one? Let's go Flesh Tone. Oh, I was thinking of the thing I was using on the reindeer. That's what. All right, so I'm mixing those together because I think one's just too light and the other one's too. Well, Apricot Cream's way too pink anyway. But here's my flesh. There it is. It's right there. Pretty much the color I just mixed. Yeah. Lighten you up, man. Yeah, I like this color better. I know, I'm changing him up. But she sculpted him. I'll still give her credit. I mean, seriously. Just don't be afraid to make the little changes that you need to make them the cutest they can be. Maybe try to keep that color on your lips. And around, maybe a little bit around the... Oh my gosh, the hair's still on there. He's got so much weird little hairs. So I think what's going to happen is the same thing that just happened before, where it's just going... Oh no, don't do that. It's going to be... He's got hair all over him. I couldn't see it. I need some really good glasses. But I can see it now as it sticks to the hair. So she kind of left it like a bad spot on his nose. I don't know why she did that. It's like in the clay. It's not a good smooth spot. Let me fix that. I don't know. I'm sure most is going to hide under the mustache, but still. Oh yeah, that may be glue. That may be why that's there. Nope, it's hard. That's her how she sculpted him. So I think it'd be cute to come back with my didn't mean hitch in the eye. Oh dude, oh no, hit him in the eye. I'm gonna have to fix the eye now. Come back with pastels and give him the little color that he needs I'm so sorry. I had to repaint you. Oops, I had to repaint you. It just wasn't working. And bless his heart, he's been in a box for years now. I mean, not even a box, it was a basket. And just say, somebody, please fix me. So I'm glad I'm taking this time now to get this done. So I can enjoy him. He's actually a wonderful size for my china cabinet. And I like the little Santas as much as I like my big Santas, because I can keep them in my china cabinet all year if I want to. We have to repaint. We got to do some remodeling at my house. So bad. And I know that means it's time to redo my dining room. It does not need to be Santa's all year, and I need to redo that. So I got to come up with a really good plan about who I'm keeping and who I'm getting rid of, because you can't store them all, and I won't be able to display them like I did, which was in a way its own storage, They're on display. Alright, so I'm going to let this got to dry. And it's got to, and I'll put like Mr. Super Cook. So he's just a quick little thing. He will not be done today. But yeah, so you kind of caught the conversation. Andy and I wanted to get together and do a video together. Do a live together. And we just haven't been able to really schedule it because just busy. Different schedules. So yay, hopefully Thursday she'll be on my show. So if you like to visit, Thursday's a good day, especially if you like Annie. Okay, he's looking a little anemic. I won't lie. I think I'm not worried about him being this light color, because I am going to come back with pastels. I'm going to stick to this. Let that dry. And maybe I'm going to leave it kind of blotchy around your eyes. I kind of like that. Just going to sit there, man. Don't roll. So he's done for the day. And who else needs some playtime? Anybody else? Oh, you know what I should do? Since I got this flesh mix. Where's my... Hang on. I'm going to touch up these faces real quick. I'll be here all night, won't I? And there went some paint. Yep. I really want to do something with the rest of this clay stuff. Or make something. I don't know. Why? I haven't put a face on him even. Oh, this is like so thin. Some of the paint that just came, I didn't shake it up very well, and it was really thin. Yeah, I don't like it. It's just too thin for this. I gotta show. I need to regroup here, don't I? Alright, this is just funny. Why did you get into this? It's not gonna help if I don't put them where you can see them, is it? Yeah, I'm just making like the little shapes for faces. So I just got an idea. Hang on a second. I know what I'm gonna do with this stuff. I come up with these great ideas. Just so great. Let's see. Oh, Mimi's here. Oh, hey. That's Mimi's treasure cottage. Hey, Sandy. I saw that and just said that. How are you doing? Sandy got a big, oh my gosh. Okay. I'm so glad you're on. So I can tell you what I really think about that sale you went to. Okay. So Cindy from Mimi's Treasure Cottage went to an estate sale. Y'all need to go check out that video. She, they left it for you to sort. And that place was a mess. But that's my house. At least some of my stuff is sorted. Mine would be a really easy sale to have. You just go, well, here's a box of bells. Here's a box of this. Here's a box of that. Here's a box of ornaments. Here's a box. It's kind of sorted, But that was a hot mess. That was truly a hot mess. And that you did all that work, and that lady was ready to let it go. I think that the person, like you said, that you talked to. I'm talking about this whole video. You guys see the video. Which was, I guess, the owner or whatever, who was saying, just $5 for the box of ornaments. She was ready, and those other people were really kind of holding her back. I mean, they just weren't getting rid of the stuff for her. So whatever that was about, yeah. All right, so I'm just putting a little fluff around there, and that's going to be the little hat, and I kind of do that with my gourds anyway. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to make it fluff, and then when it dries, I'll paint it to look like, I don't know. Now solved that problem, didn't I? Yeah, so that was fun. Okay, well, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you stopping by. Let me see. Going to the wash the soda. Oh my goodness, poor Billy. That is awesome though. You know, it's fun to be. I remember my dad and my brother doing a lot out in the shop, and I would go out, and we had like a little work table, and I'd sit over there at the work table and work on stuff too. I remember the shop days. Our shop's not very big here because it's full of my stuff. It's big until I filled it with my stuff. But anyway, so this is going to be kind of fun. Who else is left? Let's see. I got a couple of people left. Who's here? Oh, Fabi's here. Oh, well. Wait, when did you get on, Fabi? Hey, bro, she just did. Cool. See you in a bit serving dinner. Okay. So, yeah, probably, let's see. That's great, though. That you stopped in. But I like being out in the shop. He's funny. He said that about the sawdust. I was like, I can like smell the wood when he said that. It's weird. Okay, now I can get into this as well. I can just start being all picky and do this for hours again with that. And I am probably all right. Kind of squishy. I'm trying to get it even-ish. Aw, I'm glad I did. Yeah, so I'll come back and paint that. And I may put some around the bottom of his little coat. Just a little extras. You know, they really do make a difference. They do. I hope this sticks to the paint. Doesn't turn pink. That can happen. So I hope I remember all the things I was supposed to do, like, you know, clean up my, put some sealer on my other wood things and all that before I paint them. So I wanted to be done with a lot of my stuff this week. So I need to kind of have a Thanksgiving week without a bunch of projects. Not really Thanksgiving. We're gonna go just kind of celebrate Thanksgiving this weekend. You know, gonna go hopefully see family. So anyway, I am actually gonna take a little time away from all of this and do some housekeeping on my computer. So two people, anyway, we're kind of dying down. I'm gonna probably, since I've been on here this long, give it a little bit more time and see what I can come up with, because I'm not ready to quit. Could do this all day. And that's getting, sorry, I'm getting really quiet. A lot of concentration, obviously, to do this. No, I mean, in my mind, you know, I'm sitting thinking, okay, I want it to kind of look fluffy, and I know what it dries like, so I want to keep that fluffiness. This is the stuff that will be, the other stuff that I have will dry and always have like a texture to it, but this stuff will is a lot smoother, so I definitely want the texture effect. My son is. Someone is just driving down my road so fast. And that's the problem with that is we are on the top of the hill, and when you come over that hill, you can't see. I mean, you'll get airborne, first of all, but you can't see people walking or whatever. You know, it's a bad hill. It's a big hill. I mean, I am at the top of the hill. And that's not good. Why do people think our road, they think they got to pull a, you know, what's that thing called? Thinks a hazard, their car, The Rebel Lee, yeah, that they gotta, go airborne over the top of my hill. I don't know what that's about. But between people pulling out of their driveways, and this is getting that time of day when people start coming home from work and go walking. Yeah, they'll be speeding down our road. The worst thing that ever happened in my particular neighborhood was when a street that's way down, like a couple of miles from our house, a few miles down, actually, probably, they added a new subdivision. And so people shortcut through our street to get to that road that goes to the subdivision. And they think there's no speed limit on our road. So they can just go whatever. So if our parish ever says, well, we need money, I go, well, come hang out at my house and get speed, catch the speeders. That is a full-time job. That will pay you well. Because there are plenty. Yeah, so I'm glad I did this. This is it's funny how these ideas come to me. Like, I don't know where they come from. But they're here. Gave some fluff. Now I can put you somewhere so you can dry and not fall over. Oh, I need a hat. I could put a bell. Oh, you know what he's also going to need? He needs a screw eye up in there. Maybe I can go through. Or maybe it'll go through the paper. He looks like he's got a little French hat on. Kind of like a chapeau. Oui. That is a crazy looking hat you're wearing, Santa. Just saying. And I gotta decide, I don't know if that's even gonna stay stuck to that. But when I run the screw right through there, I have some long skinny ones for such an occasion. It should stick then. If not, I'll just glue it back or whatever. Anyway, there's your pom-pom. Well, you're crooked. So what could I do? Should I put little arms on him? I'm kind of like Robin now. Well, hey, Marn. How's you back? Let's see if we got a serving dinner. Okay, hey. Oh, well, thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much. Oh, my gosh, Marn, you got to see my girl. She's making me crazy. But she's got some clothes on, actually. But, yeah, she's getting there. And I have her, this is the Diablo, and she has a staff. She's looking good. So thanks for stopping by. Appreciate that. I was working on her earlier. Just painting her headpiece. Anyway. So I got, I'm thinking, does he need arms? He's big, so maybe I should put some arms on him. Since he's kind of a full length, and then give him some mittens and little things like that. Maybe do a little bit more with him. May as well. And just hope it sticks to that paint. All right, so if you're still on, Marna, what I was doing, I know you can't stay, but it was just me. I pulled some ornament stuff to do for another thing for 12 Days of Christmas. So I have about a dozen ornaments I got to work on. Yay. He's not got much back. I guess I gotta think about how skinny he is. Just want to draw arms. I just think it's probably a good day. It's warm enough. I bet I need to go feed fish and turtles today. I bet they're out there wondering why I have abandoned them. So if you follow the story of my pond and the sewer, it is looking better now. We've had, rain and all that. And the cold, I think, helped kill off some of the algae that had formed on top of all those nutrients. But as soon if it warms up again, I'm like it's trying to do, I'm sure it's going to be all back, doing what it does, because that's what it does. So no, nothing was done. Nothing was done about it, people. It's so aggravating. And if you didn't know the story, it was the neighbors up up the hill, so all the water runs downhill, have a it's a trailer park and has a septic system that they're not really an oxidation pond or what they call it. Yeah, it all went into our their pump broke or something, and all the water went into all their sewer went into our pond. Okay, I don't like that there. Once again, let's get some symmetry here. Lol. Like, you can do this. You can do this. Come on. Get where I want you. So how'd they stick? A little bit worried. They may not stick. Make a little curve. Okay. So your thing. You got too much fluff on you. Take some fluff off. I know it'll shrink, but not that much. It's a lot of fluff. Yeah, this is not a like quick fix, man. I got some work to do. Get this thing on straight. All right, I think I got it. I think they're about the same now. Ta-da! Okay, I'll give it 2 more minutes. I'll just make it rounded up to ish while I work on something else, which is my little guy right here. So I just love this guy. Him and his lost a leg or 2. Show their leg. And he's going to take some time to kind of go fix some things on him, but I am going to paint his eye. I'm going to draw his eye on, I think. Let me try that first. Not really getting in there. I'm trying to draw his tiny little face. Oh, I'm locked up. I'm gonna scuff it in there a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna come in with paint. Oh, you're so cute. I'll try one more thing. You know me, gotta go back to the charcoal. See what our pastels or something. I gotta get a different effect. So I can make that work. Not really what I want either. It's experiments. I think, well, can you put Rosie? I'm telling you what, working over here. So normally I have another station where I only work on my beards. And I do that because there's hair on everything over here. Because I've been working it over here where I paint. Not a good idea. But my son's using my workstation over there. So I'm trying to be nice. Let that happen. And that's what happens. I'm going to see something. What color can I get to? A little bit of red on there. Sorry, Sienna, you're in the way. I can give my guy like rosy cheeks. Can I? Will it work? Not really. Trying to think of something cute. Oh, I missed that. What? I missed his part of it. Belt parent was just another bottle of something. I missed the top of his ear. Okay, on that leg now. Let's see what we got. So Deb, whoever's left, thank y'all so much for sticking around with me to the end. But I am coming to an end here. I think I'm going to wrap it up because I'm not going to make it all the way to 5. I got some stuff I need to just stand up and walk around and do, so may as well get back to work on it. But that is that. Let me fix his face before I totally wreck it. Oh no, I'm saying wreck it. Thanks, Robin, for that one. That's a Robin term. She's fun. So maybe tonight, I don't know. We'll see what Robin's doing. If I'm back out here, I decided to come back out here and work. I may be doing some more, I don't know. May come back on and do it on her channel. So check Robin's buys and DIYs to see if I'm on there. And on Thursday, be sure to check out my live stream. And we're trying to work it out where Indiana Jones will be on it, and that'll be fun. So I hope you will join me on that. And what else is going on? And I'm probably working on Santas and stuff, because I really need to get these Santas done. They just take up a lot of room, and they've been neglected all these years. It's sad. I keep buying more Santas instead of fixing the ones I got. Who does that? A hoarder. But anyway, you know that story. All right, he's coming together. He's getting there. He's gonna get there. I will get so picky over these little bitty things. I don't even know why. I don't know why that's a thing. But we're going to make it so. So pray for me that I get my computer working and that I find some peace with that, because I know right now that's not a good thing in my life. I would like to not be dealing with that right now. Now, that and a lot of other things, but really feel like that's something we could take care of, right? Something's got to be done. Okay, for some reason, I cannot get the right amount of paint on this brush to cover up my boo-boo. I don't want to put a lot. I can't get it right. But that's the cutest eye. I'm going to fix the other one now. What is going on here? Why is it you can't paint two eyes that match? Anyway, that looks even cuter. It was a happy accident. It was meant to happen. Give me some more paint anyway. And my dogs are working. So anyway, thanks for watching. And please hit like and subscribe if you haven't. And so hit like now if you're thinking about it. And yeah, so hit that notification button, because sometimes I go live Tuesdays at 2, and then Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. and until we're done. And then sometimes I make pretty good videos. So bye.